And now, the Corry Federal Credit Union presents Clymer Sherman Panama Wolfpack football play-by-play on the Channel 98.9 sports stream at channel989.org. This broadcast is brought to you by the Corry Federal Credit Union, Lictus Oil Propane, Meerhoffs Furniture and Appliance, Jim's Automotive, Flicks Heating and Plumbing and Air Conditioning, and Daniels Electric, Necker's General Store, the Cornerstone Restaurant, Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services, Sherman Country General Store, Triple E Manufacturing, Tina Dill's Real Estate Agent, Crotty Chevrolet, Utegg's Body Shop, Countertop Solutions, J. Edwards Insurance. And now the Corry Federal Credit Union pregame show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the JMA Dome and Ernie Davis Legends Field here on the campus of Syracuse University, the home of the Syracuse Orange. And in Syracuse, New York, the hometown of Tom Cruise, Richard Gere, and Post Malone. Syracuse named after the famous Greek city of Syracuse on the east coast of Sicily. And just like the ancient Greeks in classical history, today we will witness athletic excellence as we take in the New York State Public High School Association's Class D State Championship. I'm Josh Hosier, and alongside me is the one and only Doc Deuink. Doc, welcome on in.
Hey, this is great stuff, Josh. It just cannot be any more fun than what this is, and I am really looking forward to a tremendous CSP victory this afternoon.
And CSP on the field warming up right now. Burke Catholic was out here a few minutes ago. They've gone back to the locker room. We have a lot to go through in this pregame show. That's why we're starting a little bit early. We're going to go through both teams like we normally do in the tail of the tape. And then we have a special interview coming your way after the coach's corner. Doc, you want to introduce who the interview is going to be with?
Well, absolutely. And this is totally dependent on me getting my phone to work. So I'm sure that you'll be Johnny on the spot to help me through that. But yes, we're going to have Garrett Hinsdale on for a few minutes before the game to talk about what he's doing presently, and obviously his connection to his brother Bryce that just set the New York State reception all-time record last week. So we're really looking forward to what Garrett has to say and his recollections of when he played in this game and what's going on with Bryce today.
Should be a really special interview. I'm really excited for it. Let's dive into both teams, and then we'll get to Coach's Corner so we have time to get to that interview a little bit later in the pregame show. Taking a look at today's games, the Burke Catholic Eagles are from Goshen, New York, a town that's just south of Middletown, New York, about an hour from Times Square, 360 miles from Panama, and due east of Scranton, Pennsylvania. Burke Catholic's private high school with a yearly tuition cost of $12,500 per student, and they tout a 100% graduation rate and 100% college acceptance rate for all their students. The school's been around since the 60s, have a huge alumni network, and I'm sure some of them will probably tune into our stream today. And Burke Catholic has never played in a state championship game.
Well, it sounds like an erudite academic institution, but we'll see what kind of football team they're going to bring this afternoon.
The Eagles enter today's game as Section 9's champs, winners of 12 games this season. An interesting path to today's title game for Burke, as they were the only Class D team in Section 9, so they didn't play a single Class D opponent throughout the entire regular season until they reached the regional round of the playoffs. This means the first Class D opponent they played was Tuckahoe a few weeks ago, and they had an ice-snow game. They won 3-0. Burke dropped to Class D in 2023. This is their second year at the level. Previously, they were Class C, and before that, Class B. The Eagles won 2 big games to get here. They beat Tuckahoe 3-0, and then they came from behind last week in overtime, came from behind to force overtime, and then won in overtime over Greenwich 25-18. Doc, we were talking about that one on air last week.
Yeah, that's for sure. I just think that they just have not played the level of competition that CSP's played on the year. I really think that CSP is going to have a strong effort this afternoon, and you never know when you're playing a team like Burke Catholic that you haven't seen before. It's really tough to pick off the film, exactly the speed that a team presents, but again, I really like CSP's chances today.
Burke Catholic offensively, led by senior number 7, Justin Mazzy. He has 1,100 yards on the season on 174 carries, 16 touchdowns. They do have 2 other backs over 600 yards rushing, Leon Gratton, number 8, and number 4, Josh Fiorello. The Eagles do throw the ball a little bit. Junior quarterback Tim Brogan, he's number 10. He's completed 77 of 137 for 1,016 yards and 11 touchdowns, and only 5 interceptions in that time. Defensively, the Eagles are led by senior number 57, Aiden Owen, with 89 tackles, and sophomore number 25, Danny Benzinger, with 87 tackles. One thing that's said pretty continuously when you're scouting this team is that Burke's offensive line is mean and tough, and it's 5 seniors, and they have a mission, and their mission was to get to this game. And similar to what we hear a lot from the Wolfpack, they were set on their sights on being here in the Dome today.
Well, the one of the unique aspects of this game is that both teams, this is going to be their last game, and this is the only time that happens all year long. And so my point is that when you're a senior, if you can't get up for the game that you know is going to be your last game, win or lose, I think there's a problem. And if they're bringing 5 senior offensive linemen to the game, we're bringing 20-plus seniors on our roster, and we really should see some great football this afternoon.
Obviously, their opponent is the Clymer Sherman Panama Wolfpack. The Pack entered today's game with a record of 12-2 and 2 huge state playoff wins over Avon and Dolgeville. The Wolfpack will rely on the Big Four plus a few. I think that's kind of the way we've termed it this year to get things done for them. Bryce Hinsdale broke that state reception record last week, has a legitimate shot of obtaining the most yards in a career by a receiver in Section 6 today. He needs 56 yards to get that record. Speaking of records, though, Colin Ryan broke the CSP tackle record this season. Record he set last season. He shattered his own. He's got 123 so far this year. I think he had 100 last year. So he's also got the career record, 223 tackles in a career for a member of the Wolfpack.
Well, and what a great linebacker he is. Again, playing in the D's, his weight is probably $170, $180 best, but he is one tough kid and has certainly been one of the most important cogs on that terrific CSP defense.
Another record setter for the Wolfpack is Carter Brink. He has 17 touchdowns. That's a team record. But let's also not forget the distributor-in-chief for the Wolfpack, Tate Catanese, who has become arguably one of the greatest Class D quarterbacks that we have ever seen play this game. And Tate, to no surprise, holds team records in every quarterback category.
Yeah, it's I just think Tate is just a great Class D quarterback. Big kid. Every time he goes out to captains meetings, I mean, when your quarterback is the biggest of your 4 captains, that has to draw attention to him. But he certainly can throw the ball very well. But I just think that his strength in the pocket and his ability to extend plays, eluding that first defender, that second defender, either tucking it and running or finding an open receiver in the extra time that he has. I think Tate is just one of the best that we've seen in the D's, and I'm certainly open to discussion of who might be better, and my interview guy Garrett Hinsdale might have an opinion on that.
I was leading you into that one. You like that?
Yeah, I do. Thanks.
Tail of the tape for today's game, Burke Catholic, they're going to want to set the tempo by slowing down the Wolfpack offense and establishing themselves early and often. If their offensive line can establish themselves as the more physical unit, then maybe they can set the tempo in the game. Meanwhile, for the Wolfpack, they must win the battle in the trenches as well. And I think that we can't overstate the fact that the Eagles have 5 starting senior linemen who are hungry and wanted to be here. But we also can't overstate the fact that the Wolfpack offensive line has played incredibly well for a bunch of guys who really didn't start last year.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, every year it's a question of the last 3 or 4 years that we have these tremendous skill player positions. Tate at quarterback, Barmore, Hinsdale, and Brink receivers, and developing some running backs along the way. But the question to me is always, is the offensive line going to be able to give Tate time to throw? And year after year we've been coming up with kids, not big kids necessarily, a $180 to $210 type of thing, but those kids play football. They're technically sound, and Coach Harper's just done a great job with that entire offense.
And speaking of Coach Harper and those offensive lines, we're going to send you to the coach's corner and take a little bit of a listen to what Coach has to say, and we'll come back and we'll get ready for that interview with Garrett. This is the 98.9 Sports Stream.
Coach's Corner with CSP head coach Ty Harper is brought to you on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream by the following: Sherman Hotel, Steakhouse, and Saloon on West Main Street in Sherman. Phone 716-234-4020. Panama Pizza on Main Street in Panama. Phone 716-621-4030. Panama Auto Center on East Main Street in Panama. Phone 716-782-2110. Mosier's Carpeting on East Main Street in Clymer. MosiersCarpeting.com. Mama's Pizza on Main Street in Sherman. Phone 716-234-4014. Woods Auto Parts Napa on West Main Street in Sherman. Phone 716-761-6875. And by Lictus Oil and Propane and the Corry Federal Credit Union. I'm Josh Hosier, and this is the CSP Coach's Corner for State Championship Week. I'm here with Coach Ty Harper. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me.
Coach, another big win for the Wolfpack last week, and the key was to shut down Dolgeville's run, and you guys did just that. Great defensive effort. Tell me about how it felt.
I just credit to the kids and Coach Payne for the game plan that he put together. We knew coming into the game that our success was probably going to depend on our ability to contain number 20, their tailback, Trevor Borst, good player. Kids did a really good job at the line of scrimmage. I thought our linebackers did an incredible job filling. I thought, guys like Carson Pinzock, Travis Owens, I thought, they probably played as well as they ever have their entire careers. So for them to come up big in that moment was awesome.
It was quite the accomplishment by the team. They looked really good doing it. And now a new obstacle, right? The weather has been absolutely atrocious since Thanksgiving, really. There's 2.5 feet of snow on the field you guys have been practicing on for the last 2 weeks. So tonight you're in a gym. Tell me how that impacts the season and getting ready for this last game.
Well, from a spatial perspective, it's not ideal to be inside, but this is something that we've done in the past. Back in 2019, which is the last time we won state, we were inside a lot that fall. The weather was rough that fall, and we were inside quite a bit. It's important that we take care of all the mental stuff, talking about, alignment and, assignments on offense especially. So you can still get a lot of things done inside, but yeah, obviously, we're looking forward to getting back outside. On Thursday, we're going to be on the field at Brockport, so we'll be outside at least once this week, and hopefully we'll be ready for it.
Absolutely. And then just looking ahead, big matchup with Burke Catholic, and Burke's a program that's kind of on the rise, or has been for a couple of years. They don't have any D opponents out in their section, so they play A and B schools mostly. Really good record coming in. They run the ball a lot, ton of rushing yards. But what I saw on tape that stood out is a big offensive line that's pretty physical. A little bit, the last two opponents that like to run the ball and try and run down your throat. Tell me, is there a different strategy this week, or is it the same thing, just, filling the gaps and trying to be aggressive?
Yeah, every team's a little bit different in terms of game planning and what you see on film, but it always starts with being physical at the line of scrimmage. The team that blocks and tackles better generally wins the game. You said they've got some size up front. They've got some physical dudes over there. Got a really nice middle linebacker on defense, pretty good defensive tackles on defense, and like you said, the offensive line's big. We're going to have to come ready to play. I'm not taking these guys lightly. Our kids are going to be focused. We've been working all off season for this, and we told them we need your best 3 days of the entire year right now to finish the job. So hopefully we'll be ready to go on Friday and continue to play Wolfpack football.
All right. Well, good luck this week, Coach, and have fun at the state championship.
Appreciate you, man. Go Wolfpack.
We welcome you back into Ernie Davis Legends Field. That was the Coach's Corner with Coach Ty Harper. We're going to go right from that interview to another one. Doc has the pleasure of introducing our guest on the phone, and I'm going to get him on the air right now.
Yeah, this is a real treat and unexpected, but we'll see how this technological creation works or not, but we'll figure it out. This is Doc Deuink, and I have the distinct pleasure of introducing and interrogating none other than Garrett Hinsdale, the quarterback of CSP's most recent two state championship teams. I believe that was 2018 and 2019, and Garrett, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but welcome to the 98.9 mics.
Well, I appreciate you guys having me on, and it's an exciting day for us CSP alumni, and we're excited to see how the team does today.
Yeah, terrific. Am I right on 2018, 2019, or am I off a year?
Nope, that's correct.
And can you tell me who you played in those two games?
Yeah, Mariah in both games.
Both games. Excellent. Yeah. And they were both at the Carrier Dome, is that correct?
Yes, that's right.
Now, did you play your semis at the Carrier Dome as well, or just the finals?
Nope, just the finals. The semis, the first year were at Union Endicott, which is right down the road from Vestal, where they played last week. And then we were at Cicero North in Syracuse. So both final games were at the Dome.
Yep, terrific. And what is it like as a high school senior preparing for a game in a magnificent complex like this is?
Yeah, it's I was talking with a few of the players this week, specifically, my brother and Tate, and Tate gives me a call, and he's like, what should I expect? And to be honest with you, you just got to get the dome jitters, is what I like to call them. Just get the dome jitters out on the first drive. It happened in both years for me. We kind of I went back and rewatched the games today. We went 3 and out in in both years. So you just got to get that out of your system, and then you can start playing. It's just regular football. So you can just play football the rest of the way.
Well, and what specific recommendations did you have for Tate to get rid of those dome jitters so he doesn't go 3 and out on our first possession today?
Yeah. Just take a deep breath. They're there for a reason. And Tate is athletically gifted, and as I'm hearing from a few of the listeners that were listening in the pregame show, you guys mentioned how he broke all my records. He is more athletically gifted. And I told him, I said, just do what you've been doing all year, and it'll take care of itself. Just trusting yourself, be confident in your eyes, using your eyes, and you got a great receiving core with Bryce, Carter, and Alex. So trust them, and they should be all right.
Yeah, that's a terrific point that you bring up, and I love you like my son, but I think that you and Tate throw the ball very similarly, but I got to give Tate a big check mark when it comes to rushing the football.
That's right. No, I'd have to agree with you there. I think my longest rush in high school was 15 yards, and he has broken that. He can break that in one play. So, he is a very good quarterback, and he gives that rushing attack a little bit of different look for defenses.
Well, a little different dimension to the offense, that's for sure. I mean, the quarterback draw is typically one of the staples of the CSP offense, and not a play that I necessarily remember from 2018 and 2019.
That's right.
Okay, funny stuff. But can you give us a little synopsis of what you're doing with your life now, Garrett?
Yeah, so I recently graduated from Washington Jefferson, played football there for 4 years. Graduated in December of last year, so it's about a year now since I graduated. Started my career at Western Michigan as a recruiting intern, and then just got hired before the season started here at the University of Pittsburgh. So I'm a recruiting analyst here, and I've been here since August, and we're looking forward to the transfer portal opening up next week, and we're going to be working real hard to try and find some players to make the Panthers better. So my career's going good, and I'm enjoying what I'm doing.
Terrific, and I cannot miss this opportunity. All the grief that I've taken from all the friends that I have in Clymer about me going to Pitt, and that Pitt is it, and PU, PSU, and now you're getting a paycheck from my alma mater.
That's right. Yep. And it's a great opportunity. And I interned here when I was in school, and I'm happy to be back. And now we can kind of rat on some people in Clymer and hail the Pit and everything like that. So.
Well, now there's 2 of us anyway. So.
Yes, that's right.
Hey, just a word about your brother Bryce. I mean, setting the New York State reception all-time record is just terrific. Going for a Section 6 record this afternoon. But a little bit about your relationship, and I don't think you guys ever played together, or that you actually ever threw him a pass.
No, that's right, and that would be cool to be able to throw him a pass, and I'll tell you, he'll catch it for sure. Just super proud of Bryce. He's worked incredibly hard to get to where he's at now, and being the state leader in receptions is quite an accomplishment, and it's it's great to see. Just proud of him. I hope he breaks the Section 6 yardage record held by a great receiver in Zach Benepiego in Jamestown. So just proud of him, and excited to see what they do today. And everybody's been saying all week how it's this group's turn to win a state title. Well, they got to go out there and earn it, and I think they will. And it should be a fun game to watch.
Well, those are great comments, and the thing that impresses me about Bryce week after week is the precision of his routes and the quality of his hands. He may not be the fleetest wide receiver on our team, but his routes are so precise, and when the ball is in his area, you can be pretty much assured he's going to come down with it.
Yeah, no, that's right. And I think what he's had to do over the years is be able to create separation and figure out different ways to do that. And he's not going to do that with speed. He's not gonna go by you with 4.4 speed like you see a lot of these guys who can create separation. He's going to do it using leverage, using angles, using getting his hips low and kind of just manipulating the defender. And he does a great job of that, using his hands as well, getting off the line of scrimmage. There was a play last week where he got off the line of scrimmage and Tate just missed him. I think he got held a little bit on the play, but he got his press coverage, and he was able to get out of the release pretty smoothly without having any restrictions from the defender. So he's done a really nice job of mastering that skill and getting, then using his hands to complete the play. And, that's why he's been successful in his high school career ever since freshman year.
Wow, that's a terrific comment. And you can help me out. Was it Curtis Owens that played quarterback for a year between you and Brave?
Curtis Olson.
Olson.
I think is the name you're looking for.
Yes,
Olson.
it is. Yep. And so, according to Grandpa, Curtis threw Bryce 33 passes, and somebody else told me 35 or 36, but all the other 200 plus are from Tate.
Yes, that sounds about right. And Tate and Bryce have been friends when they were very little growing up, so they have that connection, they have that chemistry, and it's just it's great to see as they're growing into their own as great high school players, and some of the best players that CSP's ever seen. So it's just fun. It's a joy to watch them every single week.
Well, and they both like to golf too, from what I understand.
That's right. Well, you know what, and Tate can be more athletic than me, and maybe Bryce can too. But I'll tell you one thing: they are not beating me on the golf course. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, they probably say that you have more time with this cushy job that you have now to play lots of golf. But
that's right.
Just for a minute to compare and contrast John Schwabik. I mean, I think you threw a bunch of balls to John in his career. How do you think he would fit in with this trio of receivers that Tate has?
Yeah, I mean, we used John more as a running back towards the end of my senior year, which that ended up being a good spot for him. But yeah, that would be just another. They use Travis Owens right now as like kind of their power back. John in this system would be their kind of their scat back, was what we like to call him. Just kind of guys that can get out of the backfield, make a guy miss. Not really gonna run anybody over, but he will run by you. And you're good out of the backfield with your hands and everything like that. So that's how I think John would fit in the system. You have Alex there now. I'd be interested to see how Cam would do in this system as well. He's in the transfer portal looking for a spot to play, and I'm sure he will eventually find that spot and he will succeed. But it's kind of fun just comparing those players that I played with and putting them on this team as well, because hopefully both my teams and this team can they hopefully can be named state champions at the end of the day. So.
Yeah, for sure. And the thing I remember about Schwabik was the ability to run the hook and ladder play, which I don't see out of this bunch. So maybe you can let me in on that.
Yeah, well, they don't need the hook and ladder play. This team doesn't. They are blowing everybody out. So they really don't need that at the time. I was rewatching. Like I said, I was rewatching the game. There was I believe there was 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. 4th and 19. That's when we ran the hook and ladder play. And that play is etched in my memory, because that was that kind of got us out out of the gates there and finished off Mariah the first year. But yeah, this team doesn't really need to use that play at all, because they're blowing everybody out and they're finding different ways to win. They're winning through the passing game, and they're winning on the ground too.
Okay, well, geez, Garrett, this has been a treat for me, and we really appreciate the time that you've taken to talk to us pregame. I'm sure the listeners have enjoyed all your intuitive comments that you have, and thanks for being with us. And we're looking forward to a CSP victory, a third state championship in the last 6 years.
Yep, me too. I appreciate you guys having me on, and it's been a great time kind of going through this week and just kind of reminiscing a little bit about the 2018 and 2019 teams, and hopefully this team can write their own story and get a win today.
Excellent. Thank you, Garrett, and we're looking forward to the game. You're welcome.
Yep.
Great job, Garrett.
And we want to thank Garrett Hinsdale for that interview. He called in from down in Pittsburgh to make sure he could be here with us today. And Doc, that was a nice treat for the listeners.
Oh, for sure. What a treat for me. You only told me 10 minutes before I had to do that. So I want to thank you for all the preparation time.
Absolutely. And both teams in their respective tunnels getting ready to run out on the field for the start of this game. There's a minute left on the pregame clock up above us, though there's 6 minutes until the official kickoff time. Wolfpack banner out on the field says unfinished business. Being held around the 20-yard line. The Wolfpack in white and green today, not in the camo. They are the visiting team today. And Burke is wearing navy with white numbers. And I think, Doc, here in just a moment, we're going to see the Wolfpack take the field for the state championship game.
Yeah, this is really just terrific. The beginning of December playing high school football, the weather outside, the trip up was better than I expected, although it got a little bit dicey at the end. But not having to deal with the wind and the snow and 30-degree temperatures or less, I got to believe this is really going to help our passing attack today. The turf here is fast. We have 3 terrific receivers, and Tate is a terrific quarterback. So, I got to really like our ability to throw the ball today, where we might have been looking to run the ball the last 2 weeks that we were outside.
It's a balmy 65 degrees and obviously no wind here inside the dome. So ideal conditions for a state championship game in New York State in December. As we wait for those teams to take the field, we will have updates from other state championship games, updated information from other state championship games, and I'll also review the PA state championship games that are going on yesterday, today, and tomorrow down in Pennsylvania, since we are on a Pennsylvania radio station.
Hey, this is a good opportunity to thank Brian Silvas and the radio station and all our sponsors. To think that 3 little schools and 3 little towns like this that could put together this magnificent list of sponsors that enables us to bring you these broadcasts. Just terrific stuff, and I want to thank you, Josh and Brian, back in the station for including me in this whole process, because it's just nothing but a treat for me.
And Doc, we couldn't do it without you. Your knowledge of the game, from your own personal experience, but also from just being around it, you see things other people don't see. And I want to thank everyone else who was on air with us this year too. Coach Honcho did a great job when he filled in back in Panama in the first playoff game of the season against Gowanda Pine Valley, and hopefully we'll see him and hear his voice a few more times next year as well. When you're the PA announcer in Panama.
Yeah, that's right. Well, and life gets in the way of me doing some games. I'll have to admit that. I got a couple other things going on that I do have to take care of as well. But this is just the best. It's fun to talk football, and enjoy that immensely. And now it's time for the national anthem.
And when I go to the national anthem, we'll send you to a word from our sponsor here on the 98.9 Sports Stream.
The Corry Federal Credit Union is the platinum sponsor of CSP Wolfpack football play-by-play coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream. The Corry Federal Credit Union would like to wish the Wolfpack the best of luck this season. The Corry Federal Credit Union has been serving the community since 1958. They offer a wide range of financial and banking services for you and your business. The Corry Federal Credit Union is located at 728 Worth Street in Corry, 56 North Main Street in Union City, 315 Main Street in Spartanburg, and online at corryfcu.org. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks the Corry Federal Credit Union, a not-for-profit organization, for their support of CSP Wolfpack football play-by-play.
Coverage of CSP Wolfpack football is brought to you in part by Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services in Clymer, a leading provider of new, heat-treated, and recycled pallets and wood services since 1993. Find them online at caflischpallet.com. Phone 716-355-4354. Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services wishes the Wolfpack the best of luck this season.
Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by J. Edwards Insurance, with offices at 9 East Main Street in Panama and 800 West 3rd Street in Jamestown. J. Edwards Insurance is always available for a review of your home, auto, and business insurance. We treat you like family. Best of luck to the Wolfpack this season from J. Edwards Insurance, serving New York and Pennsylvania since 1957.
And welcome back into the JMA Dome here at Syracuse University for today's Class D state championship game between Burke Catholic and the CSP Wolfpack. Doc Deuink here alongside me, and Doc, that was an awesome interview with Garrett. We got to hear the coach's corner. I think we're ready for this Class D state title game.
Yeah, excitement reigns supreme here in the Carrier Dome. I don't know, they don't call it the Carrier Dome anymore. I'm going to have trouble with that, but JMA Field or whatever the proper moniker is. But yes, again, 20-plus seniors on this roster. If you're trying to get kids motivated to play a football game, knowing that win or lose, this is going to be your last game, I got to believe that all these seniors are coming ready to play today. And again, the big, I call them the Fab Four, the captains for CSP, Tate Catniece and Carter Brink and Bryce Hinsdale and Alex Barmore. What have they meant to this program over the last 4 years that they played varsity football? Really looking forward to this contest today.
And not just varsity football, Doc, on the basketball court and the baseball field. These four gentlemen have been the staple of Panama sports for those other, for basketball, and then CSP for baseball and football for the last 4 years.
Yeah, for sure. And as you were going through the different athletes last week that were furthering their athletic careers in college, we talked about Carter, and I actually think Carter probably would prefer to play college basketball than football, but I have not talked to he or his parents about that lately.
Yeah, I know he's probably going to keep his options open to see what the best offers that come along are, I'm sure. Another person that we missed in that segment last week, I want to make sure I mention because I did get a text about it.
I knew that once you opened that door, that was going to be a problem.
Brendan Ramsey's wrestling for Brockport.
Fair enough.
Another Wolfpack alumni wrestling in the college level. Well, so apologies to him for missing him in that conversation.
Well, and I have one more to add, too, that I should have remembered. Leanne Swan from Sherman, a heptathlete in college, terrific high school athlete in track and field. Not everybody can do the heptathlon, but she's a very nice basketball player. She couldn't shoot worth a lick, but she could play defense and rebound. But she's furthering her collegiate athletic career in the heptathlon. So congratulations, Leanne, as well.
Excellent. Great. And I know there's a lot of other alumni of all three schools that we've left out, and apologies to all of you for not knowing all of your collegiate stats, but certainly we will talk about them in the future if you want to send information to us. It looks like the teams have just finished at center field, and the Wolfpack are coming out to receive the opening kickoff.
I like that baseball analogy, center field.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Interesting thing to note, Doc. Burke Catholic was able to practice outside all week. Their field had just a dusting of snow. Meanwhile, CSP was in a gym until yesterday when they practiced at Brockport University.
Well, I tell you, as much football as these CSP kids have played on the season, I think that practicing indoors or outdoors, the main thing is that they come ready to play. After they've played 11 or 12 games on the season, everybody's going to have some bumps and bruises and nicks, and maybe less intense practices the last week or two allow some of those bumps and bruises to heal, and maybe it wasn't such a bad thing to have to be inside and not have quite as tough a practice.
Number 51, Michael DeFazio, teeing up the ball for the opening kickoff. Deep for the Wolfpack is Sawyer Whitney is the main deep back, but there's a couple up backs that are back there with him as well. And here comes DeFazio's kick. The state championship game is underway. It is a short kick going to be fielded at about the 25-yard line, up to the 30, the 35, breaks one tackle, up to the 40, up to the 45, and up to the 47 before Burke can drag down the return man. Great start for the Wolfpack. That's number 9. Gavin Burchanowski, the sophomore, making the big play.
Yeah, we have a freshman in Sawyer Whitney and a sophomore in Gavin Burchanowski, two names that you're going to hear a lot more over the next 3 years of CSP football. Back to receive the opening kickoff, for crying out loud. But
no dome jitters for Gavin, huh?
Apparently not. What a great point that Garrett brought up in the pregame interview, going out, 3 and out on the first possessions both years. Let's see if Tate and his crew can one-up Garrett on that.
3 to the right, 1 to the left. There's the snap. It's Tate rolling to the right behind all the blockers. He's going to get to the edge at the 45. He gets by one man up to the 50 and goes out of bounds at the 48 of Burke Catholic. That's going to be a gain of about 6 for Tate.
Well, I just really love that play call to start. I mean, there just has to be a lot of nerves, a lot of jitters on the part of everybody, but a simple quarterback sweep. I love the fact that when the quarterback runs, you pick up that extra blocker, and Tate was able to make a solid 6 or 7 yard gain on the play.
You're following Travis Owens and Alex Barmore. You're probably going to move forward.
Yeah, right.
Second play of the game for the Wolfpack offense will be 2nd and 4. There's the snap. A handoff to the left side. It's Travis Owens. He gets the body square to the 40, the 35, the 30. He breaks it loose, the 20, the 10. Untouched into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Holy cow, Travis Owens. That's got to be a 48-yard touchdown run for Travis. What a gaping hole that offensive line created for Travis to run through. I think, Josh, you or I could have scored on that play.
That was an incredible hole from the left side of the offensive line. And props to those guys. They did an excellent job of blowing the Burke defensive line off the ball. And Travis Owens got those shoulders square, marched it right down and into the end zone for the Wolfpack.
Well, so much for 3 and out, Garrett.
6-0 Wolfpack. Extra point team on the field waiting for the snap. Barmore's snap. Catneys gets it down. And Hinsdale's kick is right down Main Street. It's 7-0 Wolfpack. And we are, 24 seconds into this thing.
Yeah, 2 plays. A nice 6 or 7 yard gain for Tate on the first play of the game. Second play, 48-yard touchdown run for Travis Owen through a gaping hole in the Burke Catholic defense. I just think that this is going to be a lot CSP and not much Burke Catholic this afternoon.
And how about that one for Travis? I mean, it's great to see him get paid off for all those hard runs he had.
These kids are on the wrong side of the 50.
Yeah, Burke was going out to receive on the CSP side of the ball. CSP's kick team now coming out to take their position.
Yep, one of those oops things that we're lined up on the wrong side of the 50-yard line.
You got to think they're a little rattled maybe after this start.
Got to be. Talk about dome jitters. Maybe that's part of it. But, here's Bryce kicking off for the 739th time in the last 4 years. Something like that. He's got a big callus on his left toe from kicking off so much.
Deep for Burke is number 8. That's Liam Gralton. He's a senior. He's got 600 yards rushing on the season. And Bryce's kick is in the air. Gralton will field it at the 8. He's going to come right back up the middle of the field to the 10, the 20. He's hit there at the 20 and buried. And that was a huge play by Cameron Einink.
Well, another underclassman. We talk about Burjanowski and Whitney and Einig. Those kids are all going to be back next year. And props to Coach Dave Bodemer and the special teams coach. We get a lot of practice kicking off and kickoff coverage because we score so many touchdowns. But, poor field position for Burke Catholic. 1st and 10 from their own 21.
1st and 10 at the 21. I would say Burke probably has more fans here, but the CSP fans certainly louder right now. Burke will come out in the shotgun, 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right, a sidecar to the quarterback's left side. He drops back to pass. He fires on an out route and out in front of his receiver, incomplete, intended for Justin Mazzy, their star running back.
Yeah, I'm sure that they were trying to catch CSP, assuming that assuming that they were going to rush the football, so they come out with a little square out, but just a poorly thrown ball on the first play of the game.
2nd and 10 now from the 21. Still in the shotgun. Same formation as before. Now they'll bring a receiver across the formation. They'll run up the middle, and he's met in the hole.
That is
brought down
nowhere.
Immediately. Jordan Mescal all over that.
The CSP defense has come ready to play today. Mescal led 3 or 4 other CSP Wolfpack defenders. Trademark of the CSP defense all year long is gang tackling. Tough to pick out one. There's almost always 3 or 4 kids in on every tackle.
Gain of 1 on the play. 3 wide to the right, quarterback in the shotgun with a receiver or with a running back to his left. 3 wide is to the left. And it is 3rd and 9 on the 22. Waiting for the snap now. There it is. He is looking to pass, whistles, and they're not going to get this one off. And I don't see where the flag is, but...
Yeah, it's on the far sideline. That's going to be 5 yards on Burke Catholic.
And that is a big one right there, and the Wolfpack fans going nuts here in the Dome.
Yeah, the down and distance is going to be really tough for them. It's going to be 3rd and 14. And, again, the same way with Avon and Dolgeville, primarily rushing attacks. When you're behind the sticks like this, makes it a really tough down and distance for Burke.
Trips left. They look to throw again. He looks to his left. Pressure coming. He almost falls down. Now he flings one. He has a man. He gets caught up at the 30 and brought down just about at the line to gain. That's going to be Massey Massey on the catch, and I think he did get enough for the first down.
Yeah, that's
Burke.
going to be close, but I do think they did make the first down. Really nice throw on the part of the Burke Catholic quarterback that time. He thought he ended up having a lot more time than he thought he was going to have. Let the receiver make one additional break. 1st and 10, Burke Catholic.
Brogan under center now at 1st and 10. There's the snap, a handoff to the right side. It's Massey. He gets through the initial line of scrimmage, and he's hit there. Gain of about 4 on the play. And he was hit pretty hard once he got through the initial line by...
Yep, Dalton Richter.
Dalton Richter, yeah.
Yep, a kid that has really been a very, very stout defender for the CSP defense on the entire season. But a nice game from Burke Catholic.
Real nice spot, too. 2nd and 3.
Yeah, that was a generous
We'll call it
spot.
7. In the shotgun now, there's a wide receiver screen to the right side. It's caught behind the line of scrimmage and dragged down right there where he caught it. No gain on the play, and the man making the play is Bryce Hinsdale.
Yeah, if you're going to throw a bubble screen, you might not want to throw that against CSP, because how much do they practice against that CSP that bubble screen the entire season? So very well defended on the part of Bryce.
3rd and 3, handoff up the middle. He plunges forward, and he'll have the first down. That was number 4. Josh Fiorello on the play, and he's the other 600-yard rusher they have. He gets enough to get Burke Catholic another first down.
A nice response from Burke Catholic after that 48-yard touchdown run from Owens. 2 first downs on their first possession. They're looking pretty confident right now.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. He's got 2 wide to the left. It's going to be a sweep to that side. He turns it back inside now, and he's hit there and brought down. Dalton Richter is going to grab him. Gain of 3 on the play.
Yeah, that was really an interesting play. It was I almost think they're going to have to give him a forward pass on that. It was kind of a forward lateral. Yeah. So very interesting play call. Typically you hand that ball off on the inside, and kind of like a trap play or a counter play, but not so. Nice 3 or 4 yard gain on the play.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line. They'll go 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. A sidecar next to the quarterback, Brogan. He takes the snap. He's rolling to his right looking to throw. He fires. It's tipped at the line of scrimmage and knocked down. Huge play by Alex Barmore.
Yeah. How many times has a Barmore deflected a pass in the last decade? Between his brother Cam and Alex, I bet it's a bunch. But long player, 6'2", 6'3", was able to get his arms up. And even though he wasn't going to get to the quarterback, got his arms up and deflected that pass. 3rd and 6.
Behind Alex, there was a nice little crossing route setting up that would have certainly been a first down. 3rd and 6 now at the 47. 3 wide to the right, 1 to the left. They bring 1 in motion to the slot. There's the snap. Brogan moving to his right, looking to throw. He's got pressure, and he's hammered.
Guess who?
Alex Barmore.
Who? Absolutely.
Big sack there. That's going to be like a 12-yard sack for Alex.
Yeah, that's a huge play. 2 big defensive plays in a row for Alex Barmore. It's really cool. I got to get used to having the replays
that's
here,
nice,
Josh.
Right?
Yeah, it is. But it's something I don't even look for, because we usually don't have that. But,
Alex faked an inside move. The tackle bought, and he went outside and went untouched to the quarterback.
Yeah, that quarterback was very fortunate to hang on to that ball, because he did not see Alex coming, and it would have been really easy to have fumbled that.
Brink and Hinsdale back to receive the punt, and it's in the air. It's going to come Brink's way at the 25-yard line. He'll take it there. A nice little step back to get away from one man. He's up to the 30. He gets away from another man to the 35, the 40. 2 guys. He's dragging them forward up to the 43-yard line. Great run back there by Carter Brink.
Yeah, Carter Brink made a really nice catch. Especially at the high school level, I'm always wary of fielding a punt, because isn't always the smoothest move. But Carter's got great hands, made a great catch, made a great move to make the initial defender miss him, and was able to get down the near sideline for a solid return on the play. 1st and 10 CSP from their own 44-yard line.
The Wolfpack leads 7-0 with 7:44 to play in the first quarter, and they come out in a heavy set. 3 backs, 2 tight ends, and now they'll shift out of that formation.
Of course, you might as well not even call that, Josh.
There is 2 backs and 2 tight ends in this formation, 1 wide to each side, and Cadney's in the shotgun. He drops back to pass. He's looking deep. He fires one up right side. He has Hinsdale, and he hits him at the 20, down to the 15, and he's tackled at about the 12-yard line. Huge play. Cadney's to Hinsdale.
Yep. Yeah, terrific route from Bryce. I lost him through my binoculars. I was looking in the middle or the far side of the field, but he was running, a fly route on the near sideline.
You see on the instant replay, Doc, Joe Cubis, the cornerback, was slapping at Bryce's hands the whole way from the 30-yard line on, and Bryce still came down with the football.
Yeah, what a great reception from for Bryce and a great throw from Tate.
1st and 10 at the 12. Catanese under center, 2 backs behind. It's going to be a pitch to the left side. It's Travis Owens. He's got Colin Ryan out in front to block. He turns the corner, and he's down to about the 8-yard line. Maybe they're going to mark him at the 9. Kind of a bad spot from the far side.
Yeah, I wish he thought about it. I wish he would have turned that in sooner. I think he would have had a few more yards to gain, but elected to go on the far sideline. And we must have a flag on the play because he had a... No? They're going to have to move that down marker then. It's got to be...
the down marker guy was still back at the initial spot, but now he's moved down. So it's going to be 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line for the Wolfpack. 7:12 to play here in the first quarter, leading 7-0, and on the drive are the Wolfpack. Catanese under center, 2 backs behind, 2 wide receivers to the left, and a tight end to the right. Now he'll bring Bryce across the formation to the right side. There's a snap. Fakes the handoff. He's rolling to his right. He's still rolling. He's looking for a man in the back of the end zone. He fires it up. It's Carter Brink. Touchdown. Wolfpack.
Jiminy Crickets. Carter Brink, 9-yard touchdown pass reception.
And what a touchdown that was. Carter came from the far numbers all the way across the back of the end zone and came uncovered about the goalpost, and there was no stopping him. He caught it on the orange G, so he was 3/4 of the way across the field when he caught that touchdown pass.
Well, and that was just a great lesson in patience from Tate. Had a couple receivers on the near sideline in the end zone, but we're not open. To Tate's credit, he waited for Barmore to clear that last line of coverage. 9-yard touchdown pass. Carter Brink from Tate Catanese.
Extra point attempt now. Barmore to snap. There it is. Tate gets it down, and Bryce's kick is straight through the posts. It's 14-0 Wolfpack. What a start for CSP.
Yeah, a lot of CSP and not much Burke Catholic. 2 impressive drives. I did give Burke Catholic a lot of credit for coming back from that first touchdown score. They were able to put a couple first downs together before they had to punt the football, but this CSP offense looks relentless.
And the Wolfpack seem fired up. The whole sideline's engaged. Everybody's got their head facing the action, and the Burke sideline seems just a little bit less engaged right now.
Let's say shell-shocked might be. They at least lined up correctly to receive this kick this time, so that's a step in the right direction.
And deep for Burke will be number 8, Liam Gralton. He's a senior, and he has 600 yards rushing on the season. I mentioned that once earlier. They had 2 600-yard rushers and an 1,100-yard rusher coming into this game.
There's not even 5 minutes gone in this game.
Yeah, 7:04.
14 zip CSP.
Here comes Hinsdale's kick. It's a boomer. And it's going to be fielded at the 5-yard line, up to the 10, the 15, the 20, and he's going to sidestep the first tackler and get up to about the 25 when he's brought down. Really, I think 4 or 5 Wolfpack members there, but Austin Graves is the first one to get to him.
Yep, another underclassman there, I believe. And
Austin's a senior.
Oh, There we go. Good for him. One of the 20-plus seniors that we have. I do like how Burke Catholic returns those kickoffs. I mean, it's just north and south, not a lot of east and west pussyfooting their lackadaisian, so they have a chance to have a decent return. But again, the CSP quick kick coverage gets lots of practice, and they're pretty good at it.
1st and 10 at the 25, at their own 25 for Burke Catholic. 6:57 to play in the first quarter. 14-0 Wolfpack. There's the snap, a handoff up the middle. Wolfpack in the backfield, but he gets past the first man. Colin Ryan says no further. Gain of 2 on the play.
Yeah, again, how many times over the last few years have we called Colin Ryan? What a tough, hard-nosed Class D football player that young linebacker is.
And the Wolfpack defense is fired up on the field. 2nd and 7 at the 28. And 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right for Burke Catholic. A running back next to the quarterback on his left side. Brogan calling for the ball. He's going to hand it off up the middle, and he's hitting the backfield and brought down immediately. And Jordan Mescal all over that one.
Boy, that kid Jordan has played a whale of I want to say first quarter, but we're not even halfway through the first quarter yet. But number 4, Jordan Mescal, another senior, really been a stalwart on the defensive side of the football for us, particularly as the season has worn on. The more we call Jordan Mescal.
3rd and 7 for Burke Catholic. There's the snap. He's going to roll to his left looking to throw.
Now
he's going to try and take off. He does fire, and there's not a receiver in the area. Incomplete. and it's 4th down.
Well, there should have been a flag on that play. Number 56 for us.
That's Andrew Spiesman.
Spiesman,
yep.
He was held on the play. You can see the tug on his jersey from here, but he certainly caused pressure on the quarterback. Made him throw the ball much sooner than he wanted to. 4th and 7, Burke Catholic in punt formation.
Punting from their own 28. Brink and Hinsdale back to punt, and that one nearly blocked. They did get a piece of it, and it's going to go down at. It's going to be a 2-yard punt, Doc.
Yep. And I don't know if he got a piece of it or the punter could see that the punt was going to be blocked, in which case he just did everything that he could do to get his foot on the ball, and the punt hardly made it to the line of scrimmage.
Official spot gives him a 3-yard punt.
Yep, there you go.
So the CSP will take over at Burke's 31-yard line.
Go ahead.
That's a huge mistake there by the punter. And really, I think it would have been blocked if he had put his whole leg into it.
Well, for sure. I think so, too. I think he kind of you short arm a baseball when you
look at this.
Kind of this formation.
This is what do they call it? The swinging gate the Wolfpack come out in. Now they rush out of it to a 3 wide to the right, to the left, empty backfield. Drop back to pass. He's got men all over the place. He fires one up. It's Barmore at the end zone, and he's hammered, and the ball comes out. The incomplete pass, and man, Alex was just about to come down with a 3rd touchdown there, but he gets hit as the ball comes in, and it's incomplete.
Yep, for sure. And he had a step on the defender. That pass was a good 40 or 45-yard pass in the air, but it was slightly underthrown. If Tate would have been able to put a little bit more air underneath that, I think Carter could have high-pointed it and made the reception, but 2nd and 10, I still like our chances on this drive.
You think Coach Harper's having fun with these formations right now?
Yeah, for sure.
2 wide to both sides. There's the snap. A quarterback run to the left side. Tate gets past the first man. He gets clotheslined there at the line of scrimmage and brought down. Huge hit by number 88, Michael Benzinger from Burke Catholic.
Yeah, that was a big hit because Tate is a big guy. It certainly looked funny on the tackle, but I think he brought him down by the shoulder pads. Had an arm on each shoulder pad and was able to, throw Tate to the ground with relative ease. So kid made a great play.
3rd and 10 now, empty backfield again. 3 wide to the left, 2 to the right. Now they'll bring Colin Ryan into the backfield from the right side. So it's 3 and 1. There's the snap. Tate looking to his left. Big time pressure. They're going to throw the screen underneath. It is Alex Barmore. He gets by one man. He's up to the 20, and he hammers the defender at the 14-yard line. He'll go out of bounds there, but wow, way to take on the contact.
Yeah, and I thought that we were trying to set up a screen there, but it was really just a square out to Alex on the far sideline. Tate was able to backpedal to avoid the rush, found Alex wide open on the sideline. He just lowered his shoulder and buried a defender. 1st and 10 CSP.
1st and 10 at the 13. They come out quad left, but now they'll rotate out of that. And it'll be 2 to the left, 2 to the right, and Colin Ryan next to Tate in the shotgun. Tate takes the snap. He's looking to throw. It's going to be the screen to this side, and it's going to be Carter Brink. He catches the ball, takes on 2 tacklers, and he's up to the 6-yard line where they finally bring him down.
Well,
we're 4.
Yeah, we're certainly in 4-down territory. 3 or 4 yards a play. We got more than that.
They got 8. You got 8, 7
exactly.
There.
Yep. That was a really nice spot on that play, but 2nd and 4 from the 7-yard line. I'm looking for, I don't know if Travis Owens is in the game. Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. He's next to Tate in the backfield. Tate in the shotgun. 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right.
Yeah,
it's going to be a pitch to Travis to the left.
There we
go.
He
gets a block from Barmore, and he powers his way forward to the goal line.
Yep.
They're going to say he's down just a step short, though.
Yeah, that's the same play that I wanted him to turn in before, that he went to the outside, and he turned in that time, made a solid 6 or 7 yard gain on the play, just short of the goal line. 1st and goal CSP from the 1. Who's going to get this touchdown?
This is going to be Tate Catney's. The quarterback sneak, I'm calling it.
Little tush push. I don't think I can disagree with that.
Tate under center. Colin Ryan behind him, 2 wide to both sides. They're bringing somebody in motion, and there's the quarterback sneak.
Boy.
And Tate is in. And that's a CSP touchdown for Tate Catney. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and they extend their lead to 20-0 with 3:37 to play here in the first quarter. The Wolfpack all over the Burke Catholic Eagles.
Well, that's for sure. And, I find this team tough to play 500 in our league, Josh. Franklinville, Ellicottville, Randolph, even Gowanda, Pine Valley, I think would give these guys a solid game.
There's a encroachment penalty on Burke Catholic here on the extra point.
Now we're going to go for 2.
Number 58 was already 2 steps on the other side of the line of scrimmage. That's Finbar Conley.
Just not paying attention.
And here comes the offense back on the field. So with a 20-0 lead, CSP going to go for it here on the extra point or 2-point attempt from the 1-yard line. Same play as the touchdown?
Yeah, it could be, but I'll bet not.
Tate is going to be under center, 2 backs behind him, 2 wide to the left. Now they'll move everybody around. I should have just waited a second.
Yeah.
They'll go 1 wide to each side, still 2 backs in the backfield. There's the handoff to Owens to the left side, and he goes in. And that is going to be 2 more for the Wolfpack. They lead 22-0 with 3:37 to play in the first quarter. Doc, what do you say we kick it out to a word from our sponsors?
Sounds like a plan, Josh.
Support for CSP Wolfpack football coverage is provided in part by Tina Dills, ERA Team VP, licensed real estate agent, serving the Wolfpack listening area and all of Chautauqua County with real estate services for buyers, sellers, vacation rentals, and all relocation needs. For more information on how to get your move going, Tina can be reached at 716-397-7790. Tina Dills and the ERA Team VP agents wish the Wolfpack the best of luck.
And we welcome you back to the Ernie Davis Legends Field here at the JMA Dome, where the CSP Wolfpack lead 22-0 with 3:37 to play in the first quarter. And a great start for the Wolfpack here, Doc, and they look like they are just going to claim what's theirs today.
That is for sure. I just see no scenario with 3+ quarters to go where Burke Catholic can even get back into this game, much less come home a winner. I do have a question about who the heck is Hurricane Hosier?
So Lauren Smith called me Hurricane Hosier in 2nd grade.
Why would he do that?
My desk was always a mess.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. So
Lauren Smith, one of the absolute best teachers I've ever had in my life.
Well, we want to welcome Bert Lictus and Lauren Smith to the broadcast, listening to the broadcast. Really nice to have them listening from Florida.
And Massey gets away from the defenders on the kick return. He's up to the 50, and he's dragged down out of bounds there. Tackle made by Cam Einink. Massey let the ball bounce about 6 times at the 10-yard line, lured the Wolfpack out of their defensive lanes, then picked it up and took off running, and he got past the first 3 or 4 guys. Lucky he was dragged out of bounds.
Yes, and we got to give Bryce Hinsdale credit there. He did not make the tackle, but as the safety on kickoff returns, he was able to at least slow that runner down and turn him back to the inside where the pursuit could get him. But yes, the bouncing football upset the rhythm and the timing of our kick coverage, and to Burke Catholic's credit, made a great return on the play.
1st and 10 for Burke at the CSP 48. Quarterback in the shotgun. There's the snap. He'll hand it off up the middle. And getting to the second level and then brought down is Justin Massey. He's going to gain about 6 or 7 on that play, Doc.
Well, there is Dalton Richter again making a solid tackle on that play, but the problem was it was 7 yards down the field. So, Burke Catholic has shown a little bit of fight here, but they certainly have a long road to hoe. 2nd
and 3 at the 41 of the Wolfpack. There's the snap, a handoff to the left side. He's going to get to the edge, and then he's going to be hit there and brought down. Carter Brink all over him. Gain of maybe, actually, I think he lost a yard on the play.
Yeah, I do think that was a tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and number 8 there.
Cameron Einink,
Cam got a little bit shook up on that play. I almost think that I might sub for him, but
I was just going to say, if I'm a scout here today, Cameron Einink's the guy who's caught my eye.
Yeah.
He's been flying defensively.
Yeah, he's and how much has he progressed since August?
Oh, yeah.
When we started these games in September, very little playing time, but as the season has worn on, he's played more and more.
Burke lined up. They wanted an encroachment on the Wolfpack, but they didn't get it. Their whole offensive line turned to the ref begging for it. It is 3rd and 4. There's the snap, a handoff right up the middle, and he's got room to run. He's going to get free up to the 30, and he's going to be drugged down from behind by Dalton Richter at the 20-yard line, and that's Josh Fiorello on the carry. Gain of about 22 for Burke.
And that was the perfect play call for that defense. We blitzed our linebacker, run blitz, and the blitzer ran right by the ball carrier. And once you lose that second line of defense, big gain on the play for Burke Catholic.
1st and 10 at the CSP 20 now. Brogan in the shotgun, 2 wide to both sides. There's the snap. He fakes the handoff. He's going to fire one up towards the end zone, and incomplete. And the receiver was tackled very, very aggressively by the Wolfpack, and Dalton Richter was that tackler.
Again. Yeah, that was that pass had absolutely no chance of being completed. Throwing the ball into the teeth of double coverage, 2 really good defenders there, but they only had 1 receiver in the pass route, so that's where it had to go unless he was going to tuck it and run it. But 2nd and 10, Burke Catholic, and I'm sure they got to be in 4-down territory, from the CSP 20-yard line.
2nd and 10. There's the snap, a low one picked up and handed to Massey up the middle. He's got a little running room. He's up to the 14 and maybe the 13 where they drag him down. Gain of about 6 or 7 for that play.
Yeah, I wonder if that was kind of like an old fumble Rooski there.
Kind of looked like one, didn't it?
Yeah, kind of did. Yeah, the way they blocked that, they almost anticipated that coming. But of course, that's the play we don't get a replay on.
Yeah, it had an effectiveness of like a really slow developing draw play. Here's the snap, a handoff up the middle. No, it's a fake. It's going to be deflected by Alex Barmore, nearly intercepted on the second try, and he comes down without the ball, but it will be 4th and 3 at the 13 for Burke Catholic.
Not only did he deflect that pass again for at least the second time in the first quarter, he dang near intercepted that, which would have been a pick 6 because there was nobody that had a chance to catch him.
Brogan, the quarterback, was the only one near him, and he wasn't going to get him.
He was on the ground, so yes.
So Burke's going to go for it here on 4th and 3 at the 13-yard line. Brogan in the shotgun. He's got 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Wolfpack ready to go as they move their linebackers around. There's the snap. Brogan hands off up the middle and hit at the line to gain, and I think he's going to have it, is number 4, Josh Fiorello, and they seem to go to him on the big plays.
Yes, that was a really well-blocked play. There was definite movement on the part of the offensive line from Burke Catholic, moved the CSP defenders out of the way. A solid 4-yard gain on the play. It's going to be 1st and goal from the CSP 8-yard line.
And now Brogan under center. He's got 2 backs in the backfield and 2 tight ends. They're going to hand it off to the right side. Wolfpack on it. It's a halfback pass, and it's way out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, guess who was causing pressure on the passer there? They keep throwing the ball right, and Alex Barmore putting those long arms up. I think he might have deflected it, and if he didn't deflect it, he certainly affected the kid's ability to throw the ball.
2nd and 7 at the 7 for Burke Catholic. Quarterback in the shotgun, back to either side, 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. There's the snap. They'll hand it off up the middle, and this time the Wolfpack get it in the backfield. It's Andrew Spiesman.
Yeah, what a great play Andrew made that time, knifing in from his defensive end position. Got to be a yard or 2 loss on the play.
I'm going to call it a yard loss, yep.
Yeah, number 56.
3rd and 8 for Burke Catholic. A minute to play here in the first quarter. It's 22-0 Wolfpack, but Burke is down in the red zone here, trying to get the most out of this drive that started with a huge kick return. Brogan in the shotgun. There's the snap. He's looking to throw to his right. He's rolling to his right, still rolling, fires into the end zone, deflected, and then almost caught, but incomplete. His second receiver came out of nowhere and almost caught that deflected football, but he does not come down with it. It's 4th and 8 for the Eagles.
Yeah, that's for sure. And again, Alex Barmore pressuring the quarterback, making him throw the ball a little bit quicker than what he wanted to. The primary receiver was covered, but the ball was deflected, and it was almost a Burke Catholic touchdown, but not so.
It was also almost a Bryce Hinsdale pick 6 because he was about to take off with that thing.
Yep, fair point.
Here comes Burke, 3 wide to the right, 2 to the left, empty backfield. Brogan looks to throw. He's still looking. He fires one over the middle. No receiver anywhere near that ball. And it's incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, that was, they're just begging for PI, a pass interference flag there. But, that ball was, 10, 15 yards past anybody that could have caught it. If you're reduced to begging for flags on play like that, it's just a big problem.
The photographer in the end zone caught it right into his camera lens, so hopefully it didn't cost him too much money.
Yeah.
So the Wolfpack will take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line. Backed up a little bit here, Doc. They'll have to be careful on the first couple plays.
Yeah, this is just the beginning of what's going to be a long drive. See if that comes to fruition.
Wolfpack break their huddle. Burke Catholic looked a little defeated not being able to punch that one in, so we'll see what happens here. Wolfpack come out with 2 backs in the backfield. And Tate in the shotgun. There's the snap. He gives it on a sweep to the left side to Carter Brink. Carter around the end. He gets around another man, spins loose, and he's going to have the first down. He goes out of bounds for the gain of about 11 on the play. Oh, they're going to mark him at about 9.5, Doc. You see that?
I don't know. They're going to give him a first down. That really was an odd spot. Nope, no, they did fix it. Yeah, this down marker guy is going to give me a heart attack here because that's one of the first things I look for is down and distance. But
2nd and 1 at the 17 for the Wolfpack.
Yep, it is short, but Carter made a great run on that play, sweeping this, showcasing his speed, scampering down the far sideline for a solid 9-yard gain on the play.
Cadney's under center, 2 backs behind him. Now they're going to move the receivers around. It'll be 2 wide to the right and a tight end to the left. There's a snap, a quarterback sneak, and he has the first down and more. Gain of about 4 for Tate.
Yep, there's no stopping that play, as that may be the last play of the first quarter here with 21 seconds to go on a running clock. I believe Tate's going to run over to the sideline, and that's exactly what's going to happen. The first quarter is going to come to an end with the CSP Wolfpack 22, the Burke Catholic, and I'm not sure what they are.
Run one more play here. 4 seconds. There's the snap. Yep. It's going to be a wide receiver screen to the far side. It's caught. He takes off. He's going to have the first down and more. It's Alex Barmore on an 11-yard gain. Way to sneak one in there by the Wolfpack.
Yeah, that was pretty deceptive. I see Tate, jogging over to talk to Coach Harper, but they got the play in very quickly, was able to, if they get another play off now, I'm really going to be mystified.
The clock does say 0 for the first quarter, so we'll go to the second quarter of this one. CSP on the drive. They've already moved 29 yards on this, or 22 yards, on this drive, but they lead 22-0 here, and we're going to take you to a word from our sponsor here on the 98.9 Sports Stream.
Coverage of CSP Wolfpack is provided in part by White Lion Surveying in Clymer, providing land surveys for clients in Chautauqua and Cattaraugus counties in New York, and Erie, Warren, and Crawford counties in Pennsylvania. Call 716-499-8410 or visit online at mwhitepls.com.
This Wolfpack broadcast is brought to you in part by Cornerstone Restaurant and Bakery at 104 East Main Street in Sherman. The Cornerstone offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and baked goods. The phone number is 716-234-4002, or find them on Facebook. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks the Cornerstone in Sherman for their support.
And welcome back into the JMA Dome on the campus of Syracuse University, Ernie Davis Legends Field, where the Wolfpack take the lead early and have extended it to 22-0 here at the start of the second quarter. Wolfpack facing a 1st and 10 at their own 32 after driving 22 yards so far on this drive. Catney's in the shotgun. Now he'll go under center with 2 backs. And this is kind of a run formation here, no real wideouts. There's a snap, a pitch to the right side. It's Travis Owens. He's got blockers out in front. He turns it up. He's going to have a first down and more. Gain of about 14 for Travis, up to about the 45-yard line, where he'll go out of bounds, and another Wolfpack first down.
Well, we were concerned about the poor drive start from the 6 or 7 yard line, but four plays later, 3 first downs later, 1st and 10 CSP marching towards another score.
And they spot him at the 44, not the 45, but same thing. Catney's in the shotgun, and we'll wait for the formation shift before I call out where everyone's at. And now they're going to go 2 wide to the right. Catney's looks to throw downfield. He's rolling to his right. He's going to throw now. He has a man, and he just throws it away.
Yeah, that's a great choice on Tate's part. As effective and efficient as this offense has been, no sense doing something risky. Tate, the offensive line protection was terrific. He had seconds and seconds to throw that ball, and to Burke Catholic's credit, they had the receivers covered, but Tate elected just to throw the ball away, live to fight another day. 2nd and 10 CSP.
And I think Tate was probably watching the wrong receiver. He had Hinsdale curling underneath open, so... 2nd and 10. They're going to have 2 wide to both sides and running back off to the left. Now they're going to bring Bryce from left to right. So it'll be 3 wide to the right. There's the snap. And Tate rolls the other way. And here comes the pressure, and he's going to get sacked. There's going to be a loss of about 9 yards on the play.
Yeah, that was really a nice defensive play by number 4. He's done some really nice things on offense for Burke Catholic, but John Fiorello was able to, blitz in from his linebacker position and caught Tate by surprise. Tate looked up, and he is not used to seeing a defender in his face in his own backfield, but kid made a nice play.
3rd and 20 at the 34 for the Wolfpack. They'll go 2 wide to both sides. Tate in the shotgun. There's the snap. He fires it off to the right side to Alex Barmore. Alex makes 1 tackle, and then he drags the defender forward. Only going to be a gain of 2 on the play for Alex.
That screen play, that's really tough to run a screen play. I think we have a flag on the play, but it's tough to run a screen play at the high school level because of the timing that's involved.
Illegal man downfield on the Wolfpack on the play.
Wow.
And if you're Burke, do you just say decline?
Yeah, I would decline that. That's going to take us to 3rd and 20. So, I think that was the right choice, but I got to believe that we are not in 4-down territory.
It is 4th and 18 at the 36.
Yeah, there we go.
So Bryce to punt. Deep for Burke Catholic is Liam Gralton.
They're going to try to block here. They got 9 guys on the line of scrimmage.
Lots of pressure, but Bryce gets it off. Gralton going to fair catch at the 28.
Yeah, he knew that Burke Catholic had the block on, so he didn't have anybody to block for him. So he was able to make that fair catch, and the Burke Catholic defense made a couple really nice plays in that last sequence, and forced CSP to punt for the first time on the day.
Timothy White and Carter Brink, the gunners on that play, they were there. If he would have not fair caught that, he would have gotten absolutely blown up by the Wolfpack. As you said, they try to blitz it or to try to block the punt, but those gunners still have to do their job and get down the field. And typically when you see a block attempt, you'll see a lot of gunners are kind of lazy off the line of scrimmage, Doc.
Yeah, I'll tell you, not those kids. Those kids play hard each and every time, and we don't punt the ball that much, so they have to take advantage of the opportunities that they have, and they certainly have so far.
1st and 10 at the 28 for Burke. They'll come out in the shotgun as Brogan has a running back next to him. He'll hand it to that running back right up the middle, and the Wolfpack hit him initially right at the line. He's going to go forward a little ways before Colin Ryan can drag him down. Gain of about 3 on the play.
Yep, and we'll give Travis Owens an assist on that play as well. Nice gain on the play.
Justin Macy, their big-time back there, making that play.
Yep, 2nd and 7, 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 32. Now they come out in a bunch to the right. 1 receiver to the left. Quarterback in the shotgun. There's the snap. He'll hand it off up the middle. And getting through the initial burst of the line of scrimmage, going to gain about 3 on the play before Colin Ryan is there waiting for him.
Yeah, again, Colin Ryan, how many tackles has he had on his season and on his career? But time and time again, the center and the heart of that CSP defense, Colin Ryan, another one of those 20-plus seniors.
3rd and 1 at the 37 for Burke Catholic. 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left. Waiting for the snap. There it is. A handoff up the middle again. And some room to run now. He's up to the 40. He's hit by Bryce at the 45, and he drags Bryce up to midfield. And that's where the stop will be made.
Yeah, Burke Catholic is showing some life here. We are blitzing our linebackers, and we're picking the wrong gap to blitz them through. And Burke Catholic is very effective in their blocking scheme. So, they've shown a little bit of life in the last couple of drives.
Wolfpack moving around some defensive linemen as well here, trying to get fresh bodies on the field. 1st and 10 at the 50 for Burke. Quarterback in the shotgun. He's going to fake the handoff now and try and throw the screen the other way. He does complete it up to the 50 and up to the 45 where the Wolfpack are waiting for him. Gain of 5 on the play.
Yeah, this is, Burke Catholic is showing a little bit of life here. A nice mix of passing and rushing the football. Not real smooth, but have been pretty effective and gained a nice 6 yards on that play.
2nd and 4 at the 44. 8:45 to play in the half. CSP leading 22-0, but Burke on the drive. Again, Brogan in the shotgun with a running back next to him. There's the snap. He hands it off up the middle. The Wolfpack all over him, but he breaks the tackle and gets up to the needed yard of the 40 to get a first down, where he's brought down there by the Wolfpack led by number 16, Carson Pinzock.
Yeah, Carson, man, you made a nice play, and again, we're rushing our linebackers, but they're being picked up by Burke Catholic, and Burke Catholic is rushing the football very effectively, and we have a timeout on the field.
Chris Payne gets a timeout in there. He wants to talk to his defense. He's not liking the Burke Catholic moving the ball down the field, and he'll have a chat with his team. Wolfpack still with a huge lead, though, Doc.
Yeah, that's for sure, and Burke Catholic has made some adjustments in their blocking schemes, and it's time for us to make a little adjustment in our defense. And the 4 or 5 positive plays that Burke Catholic has put together annoyed Coach Payne to the nth degree, to the point that he needed to call himself a timeout, and he's going to give the troops a rest and some instruction and see if we can't bring this drive to a halt.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Burke at the 39-yard line of the Wolfpack. So this will be the second straight possession where they've made it into the Wolfpack end of the field. Last time, thanks to that long kick return and then a few nice plays to get down inside the 10, but they couldn't finish the drive. This time, they're trying to get it done. So the Wolfpack break their huddle off to the timeout and come back to the field. Burke will be in the shotgun, 2 wide to the right, 1 to the left, and a running back next to Brogan in the backfield. They bring the man from the left in motion. They fake the pitch. And a fumble on the play, and the Wolfpack have it.
Yep.
They faked the pitch, and that delay when they handed it to Massey, he could not come up with the ball. And the Wolfpack come out with it, and it's is it Carson Pinzock comes up with the football?
Yep,
Carson Pinzock.
Yep, I think so too. And whatever Coach Payne told him in that timeout, resulted in a turnover, but must have made a great defensive call from that timeout. The CSP came out and just made a great play on defense and brings that drive to a halt. 1st and 10 CSP, looking for their first score here in the second quarter.
And big change of events, and we make Coach Payne look like a genius with that, but we'll see what the offense has in store here in this drive with 8:23 to play in the half. Formation shift going on. They'll go trips to the right, a bunch to the right now, and now it's going to be Tate rolling to the right. He's got blockers out in front. He's up to the 45. He's up to the 50, and he's hit there. It's going to be a gain of about 13 and a first down for Tate Catanese.
Yeah, 200-plus pound running quarterback that can run the football. Put Colin Ryan out in front of him as a lead blocker. That is just really a tough play to stop, especially when you get that extra blocker in your scheme.
So they started the game with that play. They come back to that play here, I think maybe to reestablish themselves. And it's 1st and 10 at the Burke 49-yard line. 2 backs behind Catanese, who's under center. We'll see if that changes as they shift the formation. It does not. There is 1 wide to each side. There's the snap, handoff up the middle for Travis Owens. He's up to the 45 and plunges forward up to about the 42-yard line. It's going to be a gain of about 7 or 8 for Travis.
Yeah, boy, has he really rushed the ball effectively the last 2 or 3 games. I think we run the football much better than we get credit for because we're such a pass-oriented team. But when needed, Colin Ryan and Travis Owens, really nice running backs.
2nd and 3 at the 42 of Burke Catholic. Catanese calls the formation shift. He'll go in the shotgun with a Carter Brink in the backfield with him, 4 wide, 2 to each side. This is probably some trickery here. Barmore moving across the formation left to right. So there's the snap. A high one is going to be a pass. He's going to fire. He has Hinsdale down at the 30. Hinsdale is going to get tackled at about the 29-yard line. And that's going to be a nice little completion for about 13 from Tate to Bryce.
Yeah, and we talked about it in the interview with Garrett, the precision of Bryce's routes. Not the fastest kid on the field, but he knows where he's going. He makes solid, crisp cuts. Is always able to get some separation. Tate made a great throw on the play. We got to keep track of those 56 yards for the Section 6 receiving record as well. But 1st and 10 CSP.
Bunch to the left. Now they'll move out of that and go bunch to the right. 2 backs in the backfield. There's the snap, a pitch to the right side. It's Travis Owens with blockers.
Geez.
And Colin Ryan lays a really nice block. Travis goes forward, gain of about 11 on the play, and really nice hard running there from Travis.
Yeah, he has had a whale of a first half. He never goes down with one guy. It always takes at least 2 or 3 guys to bring him down.
Bad spot, though, Doc.
Yeah,
you only gave him 9 yards.
I know. I strongly disagree with that. It was an 11-yard run instead of a 9-yard run, but we're going to get the first down on this play.
The formation shift to 2 backs in the backfield with This handoff faked, and now they're going to look to pass. It's a shot to the end zone. He's got Brink, and he caught it, and he is in. And no signal yet. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Got to be in. Carter Brink. 19-yard touchdown reception.
And that takes it to 28-0. What a catch by Carter. You see that replay, Doc? That was
terrific.
Incredible.
Yeah, I thought he caught it. I was waiting. I couldn't believe that there was a delayed call there, but there was. But the result is Carter Brink with another touchdown reception.
And if you guys follow me on X, you've heard me say it about a dozen times at least this season. Carter Brink he could be a Division II receiver all day long.
Yeah, I believe so too.
Speed, hands. Yeah, he absolutely is ready to play at that level.
Plenty fast enough, and 165 pounds. He could get to $185 pretty easy, I think. And again, he's a really good basketball player as well.
Wolfpack faked the extra point. It's a pass, and he hits Pinzock, and it's going to be good for 2. 30-0 CSP.
Well, that didn't take long, that drive.
No, only 2 minutes off the clock there, and the Wolfpack have extended the lead. 5:51 to play here in the half. We're going to take you to a quick word from our sponsors here on the 98.9 Sports Stream.
Support for coverage of Wolfpack football on the channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Triple E Manufacturing and Design. Triple E Manufacturing and Design offers equine products, promotional items, embroidery, and printing services. Located at 117 Osborne Street in Sherman and at tripleemfg.com. Phone 800-295-4282. The Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream thanks Triple E Manufacturing and Design for their support.
And we want to welcome you all back into the New York State Class D State Championship game, where Burke Catholic has a really tough task ahead of them if they want to make this thing competitive, as the Wolfpack lead 30-0.
They might get a score or two before this is all done, but there's no way that the outcome of this game is in doubt.
Rice's kick is fielded at the 8-yard line, and Massey tries to get the sideline, but he cannot. He's out of bounds at about the 17, and that's where Burke Catholic will start their drive.
Yeah, again, another really nice job of kick coverage. That bouncing football did not bounce favorably for Burke Catholic on that play. So CSP, Coach Dave Bodemer did a really nice job on special teams all year long, and field position is definitely a problem for Burke Catholic.
5:47 to play in the half, 30-0. I don't think anyone on the Burke Catholic sideline saw this being the start to the state championship.
Well, if they followed CSP all year long and looked at the Avon tapes and the Dolgeville tapes, they had to think that some sort of a hurricane or juggernaut was in their way.
That is for sure. Shotgun, handoff up the middle, and he's hit in the backfield and brought down, and it is Colton Rhodes and Colin Ryan making the play for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, as we start to blitz our linebackers, we were running by the ball carrier, and maybe one of the things that Coach Payne was talking to his defense about was to make sure that you find that ball as you're blitzing through those gaps, because we've had a lot more gap integrity since that timeout.
We're talking about Colton Rhodes on the defensive side, but shout out to him. He went to the Trench Trophy Hall of Fame last night, and he was one of the nominees for that. Sammy Ikaguanu was the winner of the Trench Trophy.
And he should have been. That kid was terrific.
Nearly a fumbled snap. Now he's going to get hit, and it's Colton Rhodes on the sack. And it's going to be a loss of about 7 on the play for Burke Catholic.
Yep, and half a sack to Alex Barmore. What a great half that kid has played defensively.
It's funny, I think we hadn't said Colton's name yet. We say his name, and now he's just making plays left and right. So congratulations on the
what a
induction
nice
into that Hall of Fame for Trench Trophy for Colton.
Yep, what a nice honor for him.
And as we know, Tate County has been nominated for the Connolly Cup as well. So lots of awards for the Wolfpack.
3rd and a lot.
3rd and 18 at their own 10. There's the snap. They fake the handoff, looking to throw to the left side. They throw it up, nearly intercepted by Colin Ryan and incomplete.
Yeah, that would have been a nice little play to add to his resume, a pick 6 in the state playoffs here at the Carrier Dome. And again, what a wonderful venue this is with 4:27 to go here in the second quarter.
It's exciting to get here. It's exciting to be at this stage, right? But how exciting is it to be up 30-0 before the half at this stage?
Yeah, we're just really strong this year. One of the best teams in D's that I've seen, and I can talk about that for about 5 minutes if I need to.
Brogan's punt nearly blocked He gets it off, though. It's going to bounce at the 31, the 32. Fielded there by Carter Brink. He's up to the 28. He breaks one tackle up to the 25, and he'll be dragged down at about the 21-yard line. And I didn't expect any return, and then he all of a sudden turned that into a 15-yard return.
Yeah, well, that's part of being a senior. He's had the experience that a bouncing football is a tough thing, and if that ball is bouncing in odd ways, he's sharp enough to get away from it. But that ball took a fortuitous hop, and so when he had a great chance to make a play on it, he was able to pick it up and make a good 10-yard return on what was another short punt. Great field position for the CSP Wolfpack to get another score here in the first half.
And the punt affected by, I believe, Andrew Spiesman, but I could be wrong on that number. And also Noah Sarzinski was also in there for the Wolfpack. So 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. They'll start in the red zone. Catney's in the shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield. There's the snap, a pitch to Owens to the left side. He's got blockers. He's trying to get to the edge, and he gets hit, but keeps on going. He's down to about the 16-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 4 for Travis. And a nice little start to this drive for the Wolfpack.
For sure. Talk about making something out of nothing.
Never mind, a holding call against the Pack.
Yeah. Well, that was a great run. There were at least 4 or 5 different Burke Catholic defenders that were required to bring him down. You know, he's running really hard today, and 6'2", 230, you know, obviously good size. Had a really nice first half for the Wolfpack.
10 yards backed up after the holding call. That'll make it 1st and 20 at the 30-yard line for CSP. Colton Rhodes didn't like that holding call. He was following the ref across, telling him he didn't agree with it, but it did not stop the ref.
Yeah, I almost think that was a game management call. You know, when a team is down 30-0, that flag comes out pretty easy on the team that's ahead. But 1st and 10, we've got...
a reverse, and they give it back to Tate. Yeah. He fires one towards the end zone. He has a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Alex Barmore. Oh, my God, a reverse and then flip back to the quarterback and a touchdown pass. Yeah, everything in the playbook is working today for Coach Harper.
Yeah, that's for sure. Here it is, a pitch, a toss, and a throw. What a great catch that he made. The defender really didn't bite on all the fakes, but what was that, a 40-some yard touchdown pass?
31-yard touchdown pass to Barmore.
Yeah.
Alex was the only one who didn't have a touchdown yet, right? I guess Bryce doesn't have a touchdown yet.
One either, yeah.
He's got all the extra points. 36-0 Wolfpack with 3:38 to play in this half. Waiting for the snap here on the extra point. There it is. They get it down. The kick is up, and it is good. And it looks like Bryce knows what he's doing, kicking through these tall uprights here in Syracuse. It's 37-0 Wolfpack. We're going to send you out for a quick word from our sponsor here at the 98.9 Sports Stream.
Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Countertop Solutions, a proud supporter of Wolfpack athletics. Countertop Solutions wishes the Wolfpack luck in their pursuit of excellence on the field.
Welcome back into the JMA Dome here in Syracuse. And Doc, utter domination here in the state championship game for the Wolfpack?
Yeah, that would be almost an understatement. CSP just really looks good. Burke Catholic is just not used to this level of competition. You know, if they're playing A's and B's in their regular season and went 11-1, they weren't playing Lackawanna and Waverly. But another nice kick from Bryce, a nice return on the part of Burke Catholic, but a better example of kick coverage, again, by CSP Wolfpack.
Austin Graves and Sawyer Whitney.
Yep. Yeah, Sawyer Whitney, just a freshman, I believe. Yes, he is. And we're going to be calling that name a lot over the next 3 years. And, you know, these kids are just enjoying this immensely. We're going to have a lot of time to talk about the 20-plus seniors on this roster, but also a number of underclassmen that have been contributing to the CSP success on the season, and certainly looking forward to another year or two of their contribution to CSP football.
3:32 still left in this first half, Doc. It feels like CSP's offense has been already played 2 games in this one. Yeah. They try a wide receiver screen to the left. It hits the ground before the receiver can catch it. Incomplete, second down.
Yep, I just hope this game doesn't get chippy. You don't figure coming into a state final that it's going to be 37-0 before halftime. 3:28 to go here in the second quarter. Real easy to be frustrated by the way the events have unfolded, but let's hope that's not the case.
Handoff to the right side. Got some room to run, and then he's hit there.
Fumble.
Big play by the Wolfpack to get there. There's the chippiness on the far side you were talking about, some shoving, Doc.
Yep, that's exactly right.
And shoving for the Wolfpack on that one was Matthew Redlecki. He wasn't taking it.
Yeah, right. Well, and they call that ball down. Boy, I would like to see the replay on that because it did look to me like that ball came out before his knee went down. But, I'm certainly not going to be complaining. Ahead 37-0 here with less than 3 minutes to go in the second quarter.
They'll call it a gain of 5. Brogan in the shotgun, 2 wide to the right on 3rd and 5. 1 to the left. There's the snap. He'll hand it off up the middle. And he's hit at the line of scrimmage, breaks 1 tackle, hit again, and the Wolfpack are all over him at the 30. And that's where he'll go down, gain of about 2 on the play.
Yeah, and he's going to be short of the line to gain, so it's going to be 4th and 1. I would imagine with 2:30 to go here in the second quarter, they're going to go for it.
They are lining up to go for it.
Yep.
Heavy set, 1 receiver to the left, everybody else on the line. They'll hand it off up the middle. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage.
Jeez.
And I think he's going to get a first down. The spot is right at the line.
Yeah, I bet this is going to end up being, he gave it to him.
Jack Ayers on the tackle for the Wolfpack. So you're seeing some guys get some playing time here in the first half. That we don't normally see on the field. Jack Ayers and Noah Sarzinski on the defensive line right now. So first down, I think a little bit of a gift. 2 minutes to play here in the half. And it's 1st and 10 to 32 for Burke. There's the snap. A handoff up the middle again to Massey. He gets by 1 man. Now he's going to get drugged down in the backfield. And it's Colin Ryan with a big play.
Wow. How many times has he had tackles behind the line of scrimmage? They try to run that play wide, and the speed and quickness of the CSP linebackers is just something that they haven't seen on the season. And Colin Ryan has got to have almost double-digit tackles here in the first half alone.
2nd and 13 at the 29-yard line. 1:20 to play in the half. It's 37-0 CSP. There's the snap. A handoff up the middle again. The Wolfpack swarm, and they're going to take him down again before the line of scrimmage. It's going to be Carson Pinzock on the tackle.
Yeah, Carson's had a couple of really nice plays for the CSP defense today. We're bringing the kitchen sink here. We just don't have much confidence in Burke Catholic's ability to throw the ball. So, we've got nine guys on the line of scrimmage and are bringing 1 or 2 linebackers each and every play.
3rd and 13 at the 29-yard line with clock down to 50 seconds to play here in the half. And there's a whistle. It's going to be timeout, Burke Catholic. We're also going to take a timeout here on the 98.9 Sports Stream.
Play-by-play coverage of the CSP Wolfpack on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is sponsored by Jaquay Taxidermy. Find them at 2090 Lottsville, Niobe Road in Bear Lake and on Facebook. Phone 814-706-5451. Channel 98.9 thanks Jaquay Taxidermy for their support.
37-0 with 49 seconds to play in the first half here in the New York State Class D state championship game. The Wolfpack crowd just letting the team know how much they appreciate the effort that they're seeing from their team, as the Burke Catholic team was forced to take a time out there to talk about it, facing 3rd and 13 at their own 29. CSP, the first of several state championship games to take place here in Syracuse. And I learned just before we kicked off, Doc, that they actually moved the 8-man game here tomorrow.
Yeah.
So they're going to get to play inside as well. They were scheduled to play outside tomorrow. Burke Catholic back at the line of scrimmage, 3rd and 13 at the 29, 49 seconds to play in the half, 37-0 CSP. Brogan in the shotgun, 1 wide to each side. There's the snap. He's back to pass. Big time pressure. He's hit, and Spiesman all but had him down. He didn't quite finish the job, but he gets a little help there from Jack Ayers, and down goes Brogan.
Yeah, we'll give them each half a sack on that play. Without the first hit, the second guy wouldn't have been able to do it, so that's a half a sack for each one of them. But, the CSP kid, boy, is he happy or what?
Yeah, Jack Ayers, a guy who doesn't play a ton, gets a piece of a sack there.
Good for him.
The coaches are all fired up for him, too.
Good for him.
18 seconds to play. I don't think they need to punt this ball. Oh, they do have to punt it away. There's one more second on the game clock than the play clock. So Burke Catholic will punt from their own 21 here.
I'd just be taking a knee here. I'd have that quarterback under center and not take a chance on a snap.
Waiting for it. They're going to call a timeout here with 1 second left. And they'll go to their sideline and talk about it. Now you could take the knee down.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We've got some words going on right now. Yeah, I'm glad that the halftime is upon us, because there's definitely been some words exchanged and a couple of semi-late pushes, and I just don't want to see it come to that, to cast any pall upon the success of CSP. 37-0 here in the first half of the state championship.
And I got to ask the question, Doc. We've largely not spoke about it on air, but Warrenburg's season was ended due to a player conduct issue. You have to wonder what would have happened differently in these state playoffs had they been here.
Yep, certainly. I don't think that we'd have been scared to play anybody. Nothing we could do about that. But yes, Warrensburg, the rankings are when you don't play against each other, the rankings really don't have a lot of credibility in my book. But certainly they must have had a strong team, and I would have loved to have played them.
Burke's going to fake the punt and then kneel it down. Yeah. They actually suggested that they were going to punt the ball there.
Yep.
And that'll be the half here in Syracuse, 37-0 CSP. We're going to send you to a quick word from our sponsor and come back with the Corry Federal Credit Union halftime show here on the 98.9 Sports Stream.
Thanks for listening to this broadcast of CSP Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream at channel989.org. Stay tuned. The Corry Federal Credit Union halftime show is coming up shortly.
WHYPLP Corry.
The Corry Federal Credit Union is the platinum sponsor of CSP Wolfpack football play-by-play coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream. The Corry Federal Credit Union would like to wish the Wolfpack the best of luck this season. The Corry Federal Credit Union has been serving the community since 1958. They offer a wide range of financial and banking services for you and your business. The Corry Federal Credit Union is located at 728 Worth Street in Corry, 56 North Main Street in Union City, 315 Main Street in Spartanburg, and online at corryfcu.org. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks the Corry Federal Credit Union, a not-for-profit organization, for their support of CSP Wolfpack football play-by-play.
This is Channel 98.9 Music. This is Channel 98.9 Music.
You are the only exception. You are the only exception.
And this is Channel 98.9 Music.
So who the hell am I to expect a savior? Oh, if I only talk to God when I need a favor. But God, I need a
Corry's Radio Alternative, Channel 98.9.
When I was little, I didn't talk for a long time. I was sensitive to lights and sounds, so I built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. Sometimes I did the same things over and over, until one day I found out I had autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Bob Stye. I host the Grunge Garage. We take you back to the 1990s with all your favorite alternative and Britpop songs. I know you missed these songs, and you got them all with me. Plus, once an hour, we do mandatory Morrissey and a salute to my favorite, sad but mighty lyrical god. The Grunge Garage with me, Bob Stye. It's a trip to the 1990s, and you're going to love it. Check it out every Saturday night from 8 p.m. to midnight right here on Channel 98.9.
Talking to your kids about the dangers of vaping can be hard. Getting them to listen to hot gossip is easy. So here's some drama you could share with your kid. Dude, did you hear about Cassie and Jake? No, but did you hear that vaping can cause irreversible lung damage and nicotine affects brain development? Nuh-uh. You don't need to gossip if you want to have an open conversation about vaping. So if you want to get tips on when and how to talk to your kids, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
1 out of 5 Americans is disabled. That's over 60 million people nationwide. I'm Eric Hawk from American rock band Portugal the Man, and I'm here to tell you that it can be difficult getting back to work or finding a job at all following an injury or living with a disability. That's where NTI comes in. NTI is the leader in getting disabled Americans and American veterans back to work. If you're having a hard time finding a job or know someone that is, contact NTI at nticentral.org or hit them up on the phone at 877-248-8912. Go out there and get back to work.
Corry's only locally operated radio station is Channel 98.9 with your eerie weather, your favorite personalities.
Thank you so much for joining us on a Monday.
You see today local news, entertainment, and information around the clock. And Corry's Modern Rock. Channel 98.9, your one radio station.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You're bringing your daughter to a pop concert. Do you A, wear earplugs?
Isn't this fun, Dad?
I have a soft pretzel.
Or B, just roll with it?
Justin! OMG! I love you, Justin! I love you!
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on adoption, visit adoptuskids.org. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Angela Morton. I help bring awareness of drug and alcohol issues to rural areas. Let's talk about addiction. Did you know addiction is a medical condition that is treatable? Using drugs or alcohol changes your brain, and treatment can help people recover from addiction. If you or someone you know are struggling with drugs or alcohol or wonder if you might be addicted, help is available even if you don't have insurance. It's your life and your decision. It just starts with a phone call. Call 1-800-662-HELP and ask about treatment options in your area. This message is brought to you by Channel 98.9, Corry's Radio Alternative.
CSP Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is powered by Lictus Oil and Propane and Climber. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating oil and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for being a major sponsor of CSP Sports.
Some people won't give you the real talk on drugs, but it's time we know the facts. Fentanyl is often laced into illicit drugs and used to make fake versions of prescription pills. You can't see it, taste it, or smell it. Suppliers mix fentanyl into their products because it's potent and cheap, and the dealer might not even know. Keep yourself and others safe by knowing the real deal on fentanyl. Get the facts. Go to realdealonfentanyl.com. This message is brought to you by the Ad Council.
This is your captain. We are going to be experiencing some slight turbulence. Please fasten your... Oh, hold on. Just got a video of my cat.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
And welcome back to the JMA Dome in Syracuse, New York, on the campus of Syracuse University. It's Ernie Davis Legends Field, and quite an amazing story that leads to the naming of this field, Ernie Davis Legends Field. But an amazing story here today in the New York State Class D Championship game, as the CSP Wolfpack put 37 points on the board in the first half to lead 37-0 at halftime. We welcome you back in. I'm Josh Hosier alongside Doc Deuink. Doc, what a half of football that was.
Well, yeah. I have to say that I anticipated this. I just felt that of the last 4 teams that we've played, that this was the weakest team of the 4. I think Franklinville, Ellicottville would handle them easily. Avon and Dolgeville put up more resistance than what these guys have. And, I just can't be more proud of Ty Harper and the coaching staff and the 20-plus group of seniors that they have, plus all the other playmakers. So, it's just been one great half of football for CSP.
Well, I got to tell Ty and those guys, I'm pretty happy that they made our job difficult, running that swinging gate and a couple other weird things that they called, the reverse and then flea flicker. I guess that's what it was, right? A reverse flea flicker pass. I don't know.
A double reverse flea flicker pass. It wasn't even that badly defended. I got to give that kid credit. With all that ball movement in the backfield, it would have been easy for that defensive back to bite on one of those fakes, but he didn't. So, credit to them, but it still resulted in a touchdown.
Doc, we just got stats brought over to us, and if we're going to believe these are the official stats from New York State, so we're going to go with them. You ready for this?
Yeah.
First half receptions, Bryce Hinsdale 2 for 58 yards.
Well, he needed 56, and the way these stats get put together, I'll feel a whole lot better if we can add another 10 or 15 yards onto that, just to be on the safe side. But, we were rooting for Bryce to get that record. He needed 56 coming in. The stat sheet says 58, so, we're going to give it to him, but let's get another reception or 2.
Travis Owens, 6 carries for 85 yards so far in this game. Josh Fiorello, 10 for 59 for Burke Catholic. 11 carries for Justin Massey, only 23 yards of yards gained with all those carries.
Well, that's just a testament to the CSP defense. I get a big chuckle out of that timeout that CSP called, and Burke Catholic had a semi-productive drive underway, and Coach Payne says, "Geez, that's enough of that timeout." And very next play results in a fumble that CSP recovers, bringing that drive to a screeching halt.
They said Dalton Richter had 6 tackles in that first half. They gave Jordan Mescal 5. Carson Pinzock 3, and then some of the other stats I'm not so sure. They're stack sets I don't necessarily think I agree with, so we'll just leave those off the air for right now. But let's talk about the rest of the state championships real quick, Doc, because you brought over the packet, but I also printed it off for today's game. Today we're watching the Section 6 Class D championship. Later after this game is the Class A championship. That's between District 1's Summers and District 3's Whitesboro. Then tomorrow, I think it's going to be a 9 o'clock start for the 8-man championship between Moravia and Frankfurt Schuler. Then at noon, it will be a familiar name. Salamanca takes on Schulerville of Section 2, and that's for the Class C title. And Coach Bartosik and the Warriors are certainly ready for that one after knocking off powerhouse Shenango Forks last week.
Yeah, for sure. It's really fun to root for the teams from your own section. Salamanca, Chad Bartosik is really a nice guy and certainly a solid guy, and a credit to the Salamanca School District. Was a terrific athlete there as a student. Went on to play his college football, I believe, at UB. Has come home to his hometown, turned that football program back into the stalwart program that it always used to be back in the 60s and 70s, and certainly wishing the Warriors best of luck in their finals today or tomorrow.
Look at this. This is the first time all season the Wolfpack has come out to stretch in the second half, and they're not at the 50-yard line.
Yeah.
Don't want to mess around at the state championship game.
Right.
They're stretching at about the 35 of their own side of the field, so they're not across the 50.
Yep, and I would say that had 37-0. Nothing to be gained from making a statement at midfield, but we're going to see a lot of playing time from a lot of different kids here in the second half, and rightfully so. I got to believe our 2s and 3s, have as much playing time as anybody in the state does. Coach Harper's always really sportsmanlike about that, and we even started to see some of the 2s and 3s at the end of the first half.
Correct. And just to get through the rest of those state championship games real fast, Doc, at 3 o'clock tomorrow, Class B, Port Jarvis, who's out of Section 9, they're actually just up the street from Burke Catholic. They'll play Maine Enwell, who's a power in Class B. That should be a really good football game. And then the finale is Class AA, where Christian Brothers Academy Albany faces Christian Brothers Academy Syracuse.
Yeah, there you go. And we can talk a little bit about this. This is the New York State Public High School Athletic Association that administers these championships. And I want to know how much public high school CBA from any town, or Burke Catholic for that matter, has to contribute.
Yeah, it's interesting to see these Catholic programs in the state. This is a big conversation down in Pennsylvania, and we're actually going to talk about the PA state championships here in a minute, but it's a huge conversation down there because many of the schools in the state championship games are private Catholic schools. And so that brings the question, should you separate them? Should they be allowed to play in these playoffs?
Well, I agree, and whenever McDowell would play Cathedral Prep, I mean, I'm always rooting for McDowell, even though that McDowell has, graduating 1,000 kids in a class. Whatever the number is, but Cathedral Prep basically recruits on a national level, getting kids from Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York. They even put feelers out for J.U. Culcrick back in the late 90s. And it's just not a level playing field when you're able to recruit. And, Section 5 does that to us in basketball year after year. Batavia of Notre Dame, you recruit 1 or 2 kids from Syracuse and 1 or 2 kids from Buffalo and 1 or 2 kids from Rochester. All of a sudden, Clymer's playing with 2 kids from Cutting and 2 kids from Findlay Lake and 2 kids from Clymer, and it's just not the same. And if they want to have private schools and they want to pay the tuition and have programs, I think I'm 100% in favor of that, but they need to be playing amongst themselves rather than mixing with the public schools.
Yeah, we'll dig more into that when we talk about the PA state championship games here in a little bit. But we do want to mention, since you mentioned the New York State Public High School Athletic Association, we do have the rights to this broadcast. So the rights to this broadcast have been granted by the New York State Public High School Athletic Association, representing 767 senior high schools across the state of New York and more than 500,000 boys and girls who participate annually in New York State Public High School Athletic Association Incorporated sponsored athletic competitions. Any rebroadcast or reproductions of this program without the written consent of the New York State Public High School Athletic Association, Inc. is strictly prohibited, and any opinions of this broadcast are strictly Doc and my own, not that of the New York State Public High School Athletic Association.
Yeah. Rarely have I ever not owned up to saying something. So, have at it, and I'll do the best I can to defend my position. But really tickled for the CSP program. Have not had a state title since 2019. Really fun interview with Garrett Hinsdale before the game started, where we won back-to-back championships, 2018 and 2019. Then we were very competitive through those years too, winning sectional titles, getting the Far West regionals, but just couldn't make that final leap. And last year, actually, making it to the state semifinals, getting beat by Tioga, and Tioga was one of the best teams that I had ever seen in the D's. And I go back to 1999 here at the Carrier Dome when J.U. Culcrick was in 8th or 9th grade, and somebody that's listening can correct me on my years or JU's grade, but we played Cambridge, and Cambridge won the C's the year before. They were the smallest team in the state in the C's in 1998 and won the C's. They were 2 kids from being a C the very next year, so they dropped down to the D's, and they beat a very good Clymer football team 28-0. And until Tioga last year, I thought that Cambridge was the best team that I had ever seen in the D's in those 25 years. But I'm putting this CSP Wolfpack team in that same conversation. Impossible to win or lose that argument, but I really liked all 3 of those teams. I like Garrett's 2 teams that won the state championship as well. But these kids have really done something special, especially with the way that they have annihilated the competition throughout this playoff run.
Absolutely, Doc. Quite an impressive run for the Wolfpack, no doubt about it. And real quick, while we're waiting for this second halftime 3 minutes that they put up on the clock every time, we'll go through the PA state title games real quick. So in PA, they started playing yesterday. Section 9's Port Allegheny, so that's a local team for us. They fell in the 1A championship to Bishop Guilfoyle out of Harrisburg area, I believe, 41-22. Section 9 has never won a PIAA state football championship. They do have a second chance, though. That's today. Central Clarion will do battle with Troy. And I just got the update on that one. Unfortunately, the final is Troy 25-24. So Section 9 will remain winless in the football state championships in Pennsylvania. Coming up for the rest of the PA state championships, Pittsburgh's Avon Worth will take on Northwestern Lehigh in the 3A title game at 1 right now. In 4A, Bonder Prendy defeated Lampeter Stroudsburg 27-14 last night. In 5A, Roman Catholic will face Bishop McDevitt today at 7. And in 6A, Pittsburgh Central Catholic will do battle with St. Joe's Prep out of Philadelphia. Second half underway here. Second half underway, a kickoff from the Wolfpack.
We got it!
The ball came loose, and they got it. So the kick went down to about the 20 where the ball was kind of muffed by the return man, and the Wolfpack jumped on the football, and it is their ball. It's going to be spotted at about he's coming back up to the 24?
Well,
23-yard line.
That was just like one of Ryan Swanson's pitching wedges from 120 yards out. A high kick and hit the ground and just absolutely stopped on the spot. Probably left a ball mark that somebody needs to repair on the far sideline. But again, CSP kick coverage was terrific. That is a live ball, and Burke Catholic did not land on it. 1st and 10 CSP, just the way that Burke Catholic probably wanted to start this second half.
At the Burke Catholic 23-yard line. Catney's under center. There's the snap. A handoff to the right side of Travis Owens. He runs one man over. He runs another over. He's down to the 15.
Well, what?
Gain of about 7 on the play.
Okay, if 7 on the play, that's going to bring him to 92 yards on the day. 85 yards rushing in the first half for Travis Owens. Don't know if he's ever had a 100-yard rushing game in his career, but he's certainly knocking on the door and would certainly be deserving of that handle to hang on his mantle.
2nd and 3 at the 16. Catney's under center, 2 backs behind him. There's the snap. They fake the pitch. They'll hand it off up the middle to Colin Ryan. He plunges forward to the 11-yard line, gain of 4 or 5 on the play, and a Wolfpack first down.
Yeah, what a start for CSP. I mean, who would have thunk that? You don't plan on recovering the opening kickoff of the second half. March the ball down the field. 2 plays, 1 first down. 1st and 10 CSP from their own from the Burke Catholic 13-yard line.
Catney's under center again. Now he'll shift the formation and go into the shotgun. 1 wide to either side. 1 back next to him. That's Owens. There's the snap. He fakes the handoff to Owens. He looks to throw. Now he'll run himself to the right throwing. He hits Hinsdale at the 1 and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Well, there's 13 yards to add on to the 58 that we think he had in the first half. That would be 71 yards to give him that record solidly. Zach Panabianco, a really nice athlete from Jamestown High School, owning that Section 6 reception yardage record, is now owned by Bryce Hinsdale, and his first touchdown on the day.
And that makes the last of the Big Four to score there, Doc.
Yes.
So all 4 of the Big Four have a touchdown in this game. Waiting for the extra point now with a 43-0 lead. There's the snap. The hold is down. The kick is up. And it is no good.
Oh,
where did that hit, Doc?
Bryce
did that hit
doing?
The post?
Yeah, I think so. It looked like the official was mystified. He wasn't really sure whether to call it one way or the other or not. But at this point, who cares? 43-0. Carter Brink has 2 touchdown receptions in the first half. Travis Owens has a touchdown. Alex Barmore has a touchdown. Tate had a 1-yard touchdown run. So
what a way to go out for Tate. 4 touchdown passes, 1 touchdown run in this game already. You have to assume he's probably pretty close to being done at this point. That really is a tough thing. And I mean, the seniors, we have 20-some of them. They're the ones that got us here, and so they deserve a chance to play. But also, when you're ahead 43-0, it's time to give the 2s and 3s a chance. And when Tate came off the field that time, he was met by almost the entire coaching staff with hugs. So I wonder if that might mean it's over for him today.
Yep.
Here's the kickoff from Hinsdale, going to be fielded at the 3-yard line. Straight up the middle he goes. He's going to get to the 15, and there he's met by the Wolfpack and brought down at the 16 or 17-yard line. And man, there was 7 or 8 members of the Wolfpack there. I really can't give the tackle to anyone in specific. Gavin Burchanowski, the last one off the bottom of the pile, so we'll give him credit.
Yep, absolutely. And another great example of kickoff coverage for CSP. If the drive start is inside their own 20, you can't really script it much better than that. And, the CSP defense is going to be really tough on Burke Catholic here in the second half.
6 Wolfpack touchdowns, 0 for Burke Catholic. It's 43-0 with 10:36 to play in the third quarter. Burke Catholic 1st and 10 at their own 18, 3 wide to the left. There's the snap, a handoff up the middle. Wolfpack is there, and going to be a gain of about 2 on the play. Andrew Spiesman and still waiting for him to turn. Jordan Mescal on the tackle. Andrew Spiesman and Jordan Mescal. So 2nd and 7 at the 21 for Burke. A few of the 2s and 3s in, but still a lot of starters in for the Wolfpack.
Yep, and I agree with that. Mixing half and half is really good for the 2s and 3s to play with the 1s and gives the 1s a few more snaps.
There's the snap. It's a shuffle pass. He's going to run forward for a gain of about 2 before he's drugged down from behind by Carson Pinzock. And Pinzock was not letting that thing go upfield at all. He just grabbed a hold of that running back and threw him on the ground.
Yeah, Carson's had a really, really nice game today, and Dalton Richter in there on the assist as well. Again, you rarely see one Wolfpack on the tackle. Almost always have 2 or 3. What a nice job the CSP defense has done today. They have just been stifling.
3rd and 5 at the 23.
Uh-oh.
Great pressure and a sack.
Guess who?
Alex Barmore.
Oh my goodness. I think he's invisible. I think that they cannot see him. He's invisible. He runs around and through the blockers and is unabated to the quarterback. What a great game that Alex Barmore has had from his defensive end position.
And showing he's worthy of that offer he has from Mercyhurst with his play today.
Yeah, just big time production. Tip passes, unassisted tackles. Great job, Alex.
Waiting for the punt now. There's the snap. Kick is up, and it's a high one, going to be fielded at about the 45-yard line by Bryce Hinsdale. He takes off. He's at the 40. He makes contact there, and he's brought down at the 42 with 3 tacklers. He drug him forward a couple of yards, but Bryce, nice little return there, and the Wolfpack will start at the 38-yard line of the Eagles.
Yeah, again, a great drive start position for the Wolfpack on the Burke Catholic 37-yard line. Nice to see Bryce back there returning that punt. Sure-handed guys, not going to fumble that punt reception. And he really likes the contact. I really have to say that in the last 5 or 6 games, he's kind of gone out of his way to absorb contact, and I really like to see that.
Tate's still in the game. 4 wide on this play. They're going to run the wide receiver screen to the right side. He has his man completion up to the 35 and up to the 32 goes Dalton Richter.
Yeah, that's interesting. We run that bubble screen, and rather than take advantage of 3 or 4 blockers that you have in front of you on the near sideline, we'll run to the far sideline and see how that works. You know what? And it worked pretty good. Got 5 yards on the play.
It's nice to see Dalton get a pass on the screen there. Usually he's the blocker on the screen play, so trying to spread the ball around a little bit, get everybody who's a senior some touches here, and it'll be 2nd and 6 at 33. Clock down to 8 minutes to play in the third quarter, 43-0 CSP. Formation shift for the Wolfpack. They'll have 2 backs and 2 wide to the left. There's the snap, a pitch to the left. It's Travis Owens. He's going to get the corner. He's up to the 30, the 25, and he powers forward. Let's see if they spot him out of bounds down around the 20-yard line. Travis Owens, nice little 12-yard carry there.
Yeah, and that's got to get him to the coveted 100-yard mark. Again, don't know how many games, if any, he's ever had rushing the football, but he has been a tower of strength rushing that football today for the Wolfpack.
And, it's great to see for Travis. How many hard runs did he have against Randolph and Franklinville, Elkaville, and Wilson, where he just got 1 or 2 yards, and just kept pounding the rock. So great to see him have a successful day. 1st and 10 for the 20 from the 20 for the Wolfpack as they enter the red zone once again. Catney's under center, 2 backs behind him. There's the snap, the give up the middle. It's going to be Sawyer Whitney. He's up to the 15 and to the 14 before he's brought down. And now they start mixing in Sawyer here to try to get a little bit of speed on the backside after Travis punishes the linebacking core of the Eagles on the previous run.
Yeah, speed and fresh legs. And the thing I really liked about that run from Sawyer is that he didn't do a lot of juking in right and left. It was just north and south, and hit the hole early, hit the hole hard, made a solid 7 yards on that play.
2nd and 3 at the 13. Cadney's talking to his backs. He's now under center, 2 backs behind him. There's the snap, a give to Whitney to the left side. He dances past a few men, and he's up inside the 10 down to the 9-yard line. Going to be a gain of 4 for Sawyer and a first down.
Yep, two consecutive carries for Sawyer. Maybe they're looking to get another kid a touchdown here, but 1st and goal from the 9. It'd be nice to see the freshman get a chance to score.
They send Sawyer back off the field just as soon as you say that, Doc.
Of course not. Yep.
And now they've got more of a passing formation here. More receivers on the field. The only running back on the field is Colin Ryan. Catney's under center, 2 wide to both sides. Ryan just behind him in a very short fullback stance. One guy in motion. They'll fake that sweep and give it to Colin up the middle, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage. Brought down, I think, a 1-yard loss on the play.
Yeah, that was very well defended on the part of Burke Catholic. We tried to run the ball to the weak side, and they had 3 defenders on 2 blockers, and that just wasn't going to work. But Colin Ryan would be a good choice. Another senior, get him a score, and round out his career.
2nd and 11 at the 11. Clock down to 5:30 to play in the 3rd quarter, and the Wolfpack take Colin Ryan out and bring in Jordan Mescal.
I am the kiss of death for whatever player I mentioned. He is immediately removed from the game. So,
Wolfpack break their huddle, and 3 backs in the backfield with Tate, and now he'll call a timeout. I think they let the play clock run down too far that time. So they'll take the timeout to reset that play clock. They'll head to their sideline. We'll take a timeout here on the 98.9 Sports Stream.
CSP Wolfpack football coverage is brought to you in part by Mama's Pizza at 111 Main Street in Sherman. The menu includes pizza, wings, subs and sandwiches, burgers, and more. You can get more information on the Mama's Pizza Facebook page. Phone 716-234-4014.
Support for Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided by Mosier's Carpeting at 8631 East Main Street in Clymer. Mosier's has carpeting and all types of flooring, serving the area for over 27 years. Online at mosierscarpeting.com.
And welcome back into the Class D state championship game. The Wolfpack lead 43-0 with 5:17 to play in the 3rd quarter, and they face 2nd and goal from the 11-yard line. Wolfpack come out of the timeout, and again, 3 backs in the backfield. You have to assume a formation shift is coming, though. There it is. They'll go into a shotgun with 2 wide to both sides. Running back next to Tate in the backfield. He'll drop back to pass. Good pressure. They're going to get the screen off to Alex Barmore, but he trips and falls at the 14. It's going to be a loss of 2 on the play for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, that play was going nowhere. I got to give Burke Catholic some credit here. They're down, 43-0, and they're still showing some energy on the defensive side of the ball. Good pressure on Tate. Really better defended in the flat on that screen pass. So
correction, they called it incomplete, so it'll be 3rd and 11 at the 11. So now Wolfpack come out of their huddle again with the 3 backs. They'll formation shift into 2 wide to both sides. Tate in the backfield with Alex Barmore beside him. Tate waiting for the snap. There it is. He's looking to throw to his left. Now he's rolling to his right. Now he's running to his right. Still looking to throw. He fires one up for the end zone, and it's deflected in the end zone. Incomplete. He had Dalton Richter, but couldn't quite get it to him.
Yeah, there certainly could have been a flag. The defender went right through Dalton to break up that pass play. If I was the official, I would not have thrown that flag either, given the fact that the score is 43-0. But
I'm gonna let Bryce try and kick one here.
Yeah, gonna try a field goal to round out our. All we would need after this is a safety, I guess.
29-yard field goal attempt for Bryce, and what an opportunity to show off his leg here in the state championship game. Wait for Barmore's snap. There it is. The hole is down. The kick is up, and Bryce is right down Main Street. Terrific. From 29 yards out, and the Wolfpack extend the lead, 46-0.
What do we have left, Josh? We're running out of stuff to talk about.
Well, I think we'll have a chance to talk about next year's team, as they're going to be on the field here, I think, the rest of the way. And, we were talking about the Pennsylvania State Championships. Unfortunately for Section 9, still not able to win a championship there. Hopefully they can find one in the near future. Section 9 is the rural district. It's very similar to where we come from. A lot of smaller schools, a lot of schools that don't get a lot of attention. So, tough to see Central Clarion and Port Allegheny both losing the state championship for them, but there's always next year.
Yeah, and at the beginning of the year, if somebody tells you you're going to get to the state finals in August, you're probably pretty happy with that. But loss is always tough to take when you get this far, but still, those schools had great seasons.
4:57 to play in the third quarter. Bryce's kick is in the air, and it's going to be fielded at the 9-yard line. Running straight up the hash marks and now turning in. He's hit there at the 25, breaks one tackle and brought down at the 26. And a tackle made by number 42, Isaiah Burkholder. And he really strong tackle there, upper body tackle, and he held onto the man's shoulders and brought him down.
Yeah, and I think that's an interesting story. If I'm not mistaken, Isaiah, this is the first year that he played football. And to come out as a senior, pretty much expect that you're not going to see a lot of playing time. But Isaiah decides to come out, be part of a successful team, and can't be any more successful than a state championship.
He's about 17 minutes away from being a state champion, as is the rest of the Wolfpack. 4:49 to play in the third quarter. Burke Catholic 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Their quarterback Brogan in the shotgun, too wide to the left. He'll hand it off to the left. Hit in the hole and powering forward for a couple. Tackle made in there by the Wolfpack, Brian Gomez. And that's the first time I think I've called Brian's name today.
Yeah, I think you're right. But what a nice season he's had. Again, when you take a look at a kid like Brian Gomez in August and the amount of progress that he's made throughout the course of the season, I believe he's just a junior too, if I'm not mistaken, sophomore. So we're going to have him for 2 more years, and certainly looking forward to him in the future and the finish today.
Jet sweep to the left side, going to go forward for about 3. Brought down there by Dalton Richter and Timothy White. It'll be 3rd and 2 for Burke Catholic.
Yeah, another important third down. Their punting has been so ineffective. They're probably going to go for it on 4th down if they don't make it. But, operating out of the shotgun is really...
Handoff up the middle. They'll have the first down. Jordan Mescal makes the tackle after a gain of 5. Yeah, and Alex Barmore had that play in the backfield, and he just barely missed the tackle.
Yep. And number 4, made a really nice jump cut on that play. Alex was able to turn the ball carrier back to the inside, but was unable to make the tackle.
Fake the handoff. They'll throw. It's incomplete. Intercepted by Carter Brink. It was deflected by the offensive player, and then Carter came down with the ball. He'll complete the interception at their own 47, and that's where the Wolfpack will take over.
Yep. I don't know how much CSP practices the tip ball drill, but that's exactly what that drill is designed to help achieve. And Carter has just had an absolutely terrific game. Alex Barmore on defense, Carter Brink on offense and defense. Bryce getting the Section 6 yardage record. Tate having a great half. Travis Owens has got to be over 100 yards. And now we have Carson White in at quarterback. So maybe this is the end of Tate Katniss' illustrious Class D football career.
And it looks like several of the 2s and 3s out there, Doc, as Carson is under center. He'll pitch to Sawyer Whitney to the left. Sawyer trying to get to the edge. He breaks one tackle. He's going to get past the line of scrimmage. Gain of about 3 for Sawyer as he's brought down on the far sideline over there at the 49.
Yeah, really a nice opportunity. We have time left in the third quarter. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. And we're playing tons of 2s. Matter of fact, I think they're all 2s and 3s now.
I don't think I see any starters remaining in the game. So They did pull the starting offense. And I see Colin Ryan and Travis Owens and those guys with their helmets off over there by the coaching staff. Lots of emotions on that far sideline as we look over at the Wolfpack.
Yeah. What a great way to end a terrific football career.
White under center here on 2nd and 8. There's the snap. They fake a pitch and they'll go up the middle with it. It's going to be a plunge forward for about 3 yards. And on the carry for the Wolfpack was Lincoln Gibbs. 3rd and 4 now for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, lots of different names. Still continuing to move the ball pretty effectively.
And running the clock here also very important. As we mentioned, Ty Harper not the type to really embarrass other teams. The Wolfpack could have scored 80 today if they wanted to.
Oh, for sure. He could have scored just as many points as he wanted to, and the important thing was to start fast. I mean, that was a focus early on in the playoffs. After that mediocre first quarter that we played against Franklinville, Ellicottville, against Avon and against Dolgeville and against these guys, we certainly just came out and showed them CSP football.
Sawyer Whitney to the left side. He's going to get just enough for the first down. Gain of 5 on the play.
Yeah, Sawyer's just going to keep getting bigger and stronger each and every year. Just a freshman. What a thrill as a freshman to come into the state championship game and see meaningful minutes, meaningful carries of the football. And I wouldn't be surprised if maybe he's got a shot to get a score here before it's all done.
Absolutely. 1st and 10 on the 42. 1:30 to play in the third quarter. It's 46-0 CSP. Carson White under center. 2 backs behind him. Whitney is the tailback. There's the snap. The give to Whitney up the middle. Actually, it's not Whitney. It's Timothy White.
Yeah.
When did they switch him in?
They're switching guys all over the place.
And gain of about 4 on the play there. And that'll be Timothy White's first carry of the game. Nice to see him get some touches, the senior.
Yep, for sure. And, this Burke Catholic defense has just got to be plumb tuckered out. They've been manhandled pretty much in every phase of the game. And even though we have our 2s and 3s in there, it's been a very effective rushing attack, making some solid blocks at the point of attack, some different sets of running backs with fresh legs. Tough deal for Burke Catholic.
2nd and 6 of the 38 of Burke Catholic. White under center. There's the snap. A pitch to the left side is Timothy White. He's back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to have the first down and more. He's up to the 30, and he's taken down at about the 29-yard line. Nice run there by Timothy White.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of stallions in this stable, so great to see different names. Again, another first down. CSP continuing to rush the football. The clock continues to run. And I believe that's, as soon as I say this, it won't be true, but this is the last play of the third quarter.
Yeah, Wolfpack now leaving the field, so that will get us to the end of the third quarter. So at the end of the third quarter here in the Class D state championship game, it is Burke Catholic 0, CSP 46 here on the 98.9 Sports Stream.
Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Necker's Company General Store, providing Clymer with groceries, apparel, gift items, and so much more for over 100 years. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Necker's Company General Store for their support.
Jack Sports Images is a supporter of CSP Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream, providing photography for sporting events, competitions, and social media support. Images from select CSP football matchups and the complete photo gallery are available at jacsportsimages.com.
Support for CSP Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided in part by J.H. Napa Auto Parts. Your local Napa store stocks auto parts, tools and equipment, and other items for heavy-duty trucks, marine, and farming equipment. Located at 955 North Center Street and NapaOnline.com.
And welcome back into the Dome here in Syracuse. Ernie Davis Legends Field, the host of this Class D state championship game where the Wolfpack lead 46-0 at the start of the fourth quarter. Doc, special thanks to the folks here in the Dome for the courteous welcome that we received and the nice booth that they put us in for this one.
Oh, this is just absolutely terrific. You cannot broadcast a game in December in any better conditions than what this is. I just hope the drive home is decent.
Right. Wolfpack handoff to Lincoln Gibbs to the right side. He's going to lose 2 yards on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 12 at the 31 for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, I wonder what just happened. Number 17 from Burke Catholic ran across the field and presented our coaching staff with a football. I wonder if that might be, Bryce's football from his reception, although I don't know why that football would be on Burke Catholic's sideline. But that was a pretty interesting moment. I'd be interested to find out, what that was all about.
Carson White under center, 2 backs behind him. There's the snap. The give to the left side. And nice defensive effort stops Lincoln Gibbs. Again, right about the line of scrimmage. Not really going to get any gain there.
Yeah, short to no gain on the play. The fourth quarter is just going to be trying to find stuff to talk about.
Blake Beckering checking into the game at tailback now.
Yeah, what a nice season. Hey, we can talk about the CSP JV football team.
Yeah.
They were undefeated on the season, and they were not dominating in any sense of the word, but they had a very nice squad, played a lot of bigger schools, and again, we're undefeated on the season, so there are some kids coming up to take all the spots these 20 seniors are utilizing now.
Beckering carries to the right side. He's going to have a gain of 8. And he's going to take it up to about the 25 or 24-yard line. Not enough for a first down, but a nice little gain there by Blake Beckering.
Yeah, for sure. And we got to be in 4-down territory here. It's going to be it's in 4th down. He was the primary tailback on the JV football team. His brother Caden was a stalwart of the CSP football program for 2 or 3 years, and I believe he's continuing his football. We're going to try a field goal for crying out loud. This is 41 yards. Yep.
Nothing like taking a chance here to show off the leg for Bryce Hinsdale.
Yeah, this is terrific.
Waiting for the snap. The hold is down. The kick is up.
It's
and Bryce's
plenty long
kick
enough.
is... Oh,
it
hit the post.
Hit
the post. No good for Bryce. Man, oh man, 46-yard attempt, just shy.
Yeah, as you alluded to, these are huge extensions on those goalposts, and that was a good 3/4 of the way up that far to the right. Wide right. Where have I heard that before in the Bills folklore? But Bryce had a big leg into that field goal attempt and solidly hit that upright, but certainly had the leg to make it, but just was a little bit off on direction.
Well, he doesn't get the long field goal. His team still leads 46-0 with 9:45 to play here in the state championship game for Class D. Burke Catholic will take over at their own 20. Wolfpack sending some guys on the field who maybe don't see a ton of time, and that's good to see some of these names out there. There's the snap. It's going to be a flea flicker. Quarterback fires it up. He has a man, and the ball falls about 10 yards short of the receiver. Incomplete.
Yeah, he was kind of open, really, but there's no way that pass had any chance of being completed. Number 88 just outran the arm of the quarterback, but, A+ for ingenuity, D- for execution.
Isaiah Burkholder was the closest person to the football when it landed, and I think he was even caught off guard by it. Burke back under center now. 2nd and 10. Brogan waiting for the snap. There it is. He's going to pitch it. They're going to try a reverse, and they do get to the line of scrimmage, and they're just taken down immediately. Brian Gomez, among others, absolutely denying that reverse. And it'll be 3rd down for the Eagles.
3rd down and 10.
So if you've tuned in late, you've missed a whole bunch of CSP domination.
And mercifully, the clock continues to run.
Down about 9 minutes left to play in this state championship game. There's the snap, dropping back to pass. Brogan fires deep. He has a man, and Carson White tries to pick it off, and he can't quite get it, but his hands are enough to break up the pass. Incomplete.
Yeah, I give Burke Catholic some credit here. They're trying to pull out all their stops in their playbook to try to get a score, but again, when you're down 46-0 with 9 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, not many plays in the playbook to effectuate much change there, and now again they're going to try to punt, and their punting has been less than ideal on the entire afternoon.
The clock is stopped, Doc, so this time they did stop it.
Yeah.
I thought maybe we had a rolling clock here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, incomplete pass. We talked about that in one of the blowouts, having a running clock, but
there's the snap. The punt is a wobbly one. It's going to bounce at the 44 up to the 50. Take a really nice bounce for Burke to CSP's 42 where they down it, and that's where the Wolfpack will take over. They had Tate Cadney's back to return that.
Yeah. We haven't talked about this. The luxury of having your quarterback not have to play defense. I mean, how often does that happen in the D's? Obviously, one of the best athletes on your team is going to be your quarterback, and to have the luxury not to have him play on defense, give him a chance to take a breather when the other team has the ball. They're going to have to adjust this chain that's going the other way, fellas. Yep. Yeah, they really, and those are usually manned by officials. They really have struggled with that whole chain crew today. But, Tate's never had to play defense, and I wonder what position he would play if he, had a choice.
Middle linebacker?
Yeah, I don't know. He's a big kid. He's
Pitch to the right side. It's Burchanowski. He's going to turn it up. He's going to get to the 45 and the 50, and all the way down to the 41 of Burke Catholic. That's going to be an 18-yard carry for Gavin Burchanowski.
Yeah, running like his hair's on fire. That kid was just a scooting and a running and a weaving and a bobbing. Great run on a play for Gavin Burchanowski. Another underclassman getting experience here in the championship game.
And Josh Fiorello shooken up on the play for Burke Catholic. He's their leading rusher and really their only offense in this game.
Yeah, that kid has played really a whale of a ball game, and it looks like he's got a sprained ankle of some sort. Really tough to shake that off, but the kid has played a whale of a ball game, and I'm sure that he wasn't counting on 46-0 here in the fourth quarter.
1st and 10 at the Burke 42. Handoff up the middle. And waiting and being patient and then plunging forward for a gain of 3 for the Wolfpack is Carson Pinsock.
Yeah, there you go. We haven't seen him rush the football very much. I think he has a leg injury of some sort that has limited his play on offense, but he certainly has been a terrific player on defense, and it's nice to see him get a carry.
And we're seeing the CSP coaching staff giving all the seniors the opportunities to do the things they want to do. You want to carry the ball? Sure. You want to return a punt? Go for it.
There you go.
Wolfpack break their huddle at 2nd and 7 at the Burke 39. 7:20 to play here in the state championship game. The Wolfpack leading 46-0. Carson White under center. There's the snap. The give to Lincoln Gibbs. He makes a nice move, but he's hit at the line of scrimmage and brought down. Maybe even a half-a-yard loss on the play.
Yeah, the nice play by number 88. He was able to stay home on defense. Michael Benzinger, one-on-one tackle, sure tackle. 3rd and 8 CSP.
And Doc, we've said it all year, but I want to say it again. Our sponsors are absolutely incredible.
Terrific.
We want to thank each and every one of you, and please, listeners, go support their businesses. They're the reason you're hearing this game right now, and they're the reason that Doc and I are here in the Dome having the opportunity to announce a state championship game.
For sure, and what a testament to the 3 communities, the 3 school communities, to come up with a list of sponsors like that. Just really very heartwarming, and the things that CSP does as a football team, I got to believe could be done at a lot of different levels too, as enrollments in all 3 schools are plummeting. Time to think about doing something in a different way, but the CSP football program has certainly been a success.
3rd and 8, and Timothy White carries to the right side, gain of 5 on the play. And now CSP will face 4th and 3 at the 35. Clock down to 6 minutes to play. And Doc, you're absolutely right. We're starting to see some of that success for some other co-ops. Some co-ops have really struggled, but Franklinville-Elkaville also done very well with it. Seen flashes this year from Chautauqua Lake Westfield Brockton. Handoff up the middle for the Wolfpack, met right at the line. And the defender who tackled him lost his helmet. Timothy White goes nowhere, and big hit from number 57. That's Aiden Owen, the leading tackler for Burke Catholic.
Yeah, good for him. The kid is, again, a really nice football player, but they just don't have enough of them. They need more number 4s and more number 57s, but was able to jump into that hole and make a solid stop on that play. 1st and 10, Burke Catholic. And I tell you, the combination of those 3 schools for this program, testament to Ty Harper's organizational skills. Not easy, taking 3 kids from Clymer, or 3 coaches from Clymer, and 3 coaches from Panama, and 3 coaches from Sherman, and dividing those up between varsity, JVs, and mods, but and to keep it all together. Just the transportation end of it is a nightmare, but you got to give Ty a lot of credit, and the fact that you have 20 seniors. Again, many times in football, by the time you get to be a senior, if it's looking like you're not going to play very much, lots of times you don't get those kids to come out, but not so. I mean, you have 20 plus seniors on this roster, and that's what perpetuates the program when those kids see that everybody's going to get a chance to play, and allows age-appropriate experiences. You don't see 9th and 10th graders brought up to varsity too early, when they're maybe good athletes, but on the smallish side, weigh 120, 130 pounds. Same way with the mods, not bringing those 7th graders up to 9th and 10th grades, I just think is a wonderful thing. And now if they're ready, they're ready. And I mean, our 9th and 10th graders, Sawyer Whitney and Burjanowski, those kids are ready to play, but they don't have to play too much either.
Burke has rushed the ball 3 straight times now, and this carry is going to be good for a Burke first down. So 3 yards, and 4 yards for Burke, and they'll get a first down up at the 46-yard line, and that's where they'll start their next set of downs. 4:30 to play here in the fourth quarter, and Doc, absolutely a good point. Like you said, some players just transfer over faster. They age up faster, whether it's pure skill or size or whatever it may be. But for the most part, this program has done a good job of keeping them where they should be for development.
Yeah, for sure. And a shout out to number 72, Mary Fuller.
Massey off to the right. He's down the sideline. One man to beat. He turns it back in and gets tackled at the 10.
Yeah, great.
Tackle made by Gavin Burjanowski.
Yeah, there you go. But let me finish my thought on Mary Fuller. Obviously, a number of unique challenges that Mary faces in the course of a football season. But here she is in her junior year, big number 72. Seeing a number of plays on defense, and looking forward to her contribution in Wildcat basketball this winter.
1st and 10 at the 10 for Burke. They're trying to get their first score of this game. 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Brogan calling for the ball in the shotgun. He'll hand it off up the middle. Noah keeping himself up the middle. And he's going to run down to the goal line and get tackled right there at the 1. He will not get in, but the Eagles are now knocking on the door.
Yeah, for sure. And, more power to him. This will be the definition of a cosmetic score. I mean, we might have to call timeout here. Yeah, we have to call timeout.
Wolfpack late off defensive line substitution, bringing in Mary Fuller and someone else, and they had to call a timeout. They didn't get the guys out there fast enough.
Yeah.
Mary Fuller and Michael Johnson were the two coming from the sideline late. And Michael Johnson, another guy, he's a senior. You don't hear his name a ton. One of those guys who stuck around through not getting a ton of playing time, and now is getting quite a bit here in these playoff games because CSP's been ahead by so much.
Well, again, the ability to practice, to have two complete squads to practice against offense and defense, that is a function of getting those kids that maybe are not the ones, but they're the 2s and the 3s. They practice every day, but to be able to practice, 11 against 11 as opposed to, one side of the line versus the other side of the line, that all contributes to the success of a program. And it's just been, great stuff for CSP. What a tremendous year they've had.
2nd and 2 at the 2. Handoff up the middle to Massey. He's going to get in for Burke Catholic. Touchdown Eagles with 3:21 to play in this one.
Well, good for them. I'm glad they got a score. They've had a great season, and again, I don't expect that they were thinking about 46-0 in the fourth quarter based on the season that they've had. I believe they were 11-1 if I'm not mistaken, but whatever the record was, it was a lofty record, and again, they've just ran into a buzzsaw called the CSP Wolfpack.
A 12-1 team. They're only lost to a Class A team, so pretty good season for them. Nearly blocked on the extra point, but he did get it off, and it is good. That makes the score 46-7 here in the Section 6 Class D state championship game with 3:21 to play, and the Wolfpack counting down the moments to another state championship. Interesting to see Tate Catney's out on the field with a kickoff team right now.
Yeah. Yep.
We'll see if they actually let him go out there for the kickoff, but he wants to.
Yep.
And it's funny watching the seniors right now as the clock has run down in this one. They kind of run up to the coaches and they come up with an idea. They want to try something. And the coaches either tell them to go away or, okay, we'll try it.
Yep. Huh.
Right now, a whole bunch of seniors on the field. So we'll see what they do here with this
Well, I'll tell you, for a special teams play, I would have 11 seniors out there, and I kind of think that's exactly what it is.
So the hands team, right?
Yep.
Looks like it's all seniors, and then the deep man is Tate.
Yep. Funny.
So Travis Owens on the front line.
Let's hope Tate doesn't throw a pass if he receives the catch.
The only person out there who's not a senior is Gavin Burchanowski.
Yep.
We'll await the kick now. And Michael DeFazio, seems like it's only his second kickoff of the game.
Yeah. Oh, I think it is.
Here comes DeFazio's kick. There it is. It's going to be a deep one. And it's going to bounce at the 15 and go out of bounds at the 10. And I think Tate's frustrated. He wanted to return that one.
Yes, he did. Yep, he did.
He chased the ball all the way across the field, couldn't get there fast enough, and his return career has still yet to begin.
Right. Well, we don't know what happened in 9th and 10th grade. Who knows what happened back then, but certainly had a great season and really nice kids too. I mean, all those kids very civil, very friendly, very respectful, and just a testament to their schools and their school communities and the coaching staff in particular.
Well, and while we're on that topic, Doc, how about these three communities and their three school boards and superintendents and principals finding ways to make this work? Like you said, getting from practices at different schools, the game schedule, which has been very difficult with all the travel, and they've still got it done, and that's what's important. White under center. Hill quarterback sneak up the middle, and going to be a gain of about 5 for White there.
More
nice
than
little
that.
Quarterback sneak.
Yeah, 7.
It's not a play call we've seen Carson run a whole lot in garbage time.
Yep.
But showing that he's capable of that play.
Yeah, for sure. And I got to believe that he saw a gap that was open for him. I doubt that play was called in the huddle, but once he sees that and gives the center a nudge so that the center knows what he's doing, but was able to turn that into a really nice gain for a quarterback sneak.
White under center again, 2nd and 3 at the 42, 2 backs behind him. There's the snap, the give up the middle. He met in the hole, but still fighting forward for a few, and it's going to be very close to a first down.
Yeah, it just depends. I think they got it. Yeah, this guy says the official on the near sideline is very confident. So
and that was Beckerink on the carry. Blake Beckerink, nice hard fight there.
2nd and 3rd effort on that play. He was absolutely stopped behind the line to gain, but with that 2nd and 3rd effort, he was able to achieve that first down, and the clock continues to run with 2:15 to go here in the 4th quarter.
The Wolfpack are 2 minutes and 10 seconds away now from being state champions once again. White under center, 2 backs behind him. 1st and 10 at the 46. There's the snap. The give to the right side to Sawyer Whitney. He's met in the hole. Maybe a gain of 1 for Sawyer. And the Wolfpack doing some really good clock management here, running this clock out.
Yeah, for sure. You just got to keep the ball on the ground, and ball security is paramount. We certainly don't need to be turning the ball over, and the clock will continue to run. If we get one more first down, the game will be over, and possibly may even be as we take the play clock down as far as we can.
Timeout, Burke.
Of course, Burke Catholic's going to call timeout.
46-7 is the score here. It's 2nd and 9 at the 47 for the Wolfpack. 1:32 to play in this game, and I think Burke's that's their first timeout. They have 2 more, so we might see them try to take another one here after this.
Well, this is really such an odd feeling. I mean, when you're thinking about a state championship and the state finals, I just don't feel that level of excitement and elation that I should have, knowing that we're going to be state champs. But the game was the outcome was determined in the first quarter. I mean, it was 21 or 22 to nothing at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah.
We dominated both sides of the ball. We've played all our kids, and it's great to be state champion. But it's not like you won on the last play of the game.
I'll tell you what, though, if you notice the sideline is starting to get hype again, they know that the clock's about to run out, and they know it's about time to celebrate. So 1:32 to play, 2nd and 9 from the 47. White under center. There's the snap. A pitch to the left side. Back to the line of scrimmage up the middle,
nice.
and going to have the first down yardage is Sawyer Whitney.
He almost broke that for a score. Really, if he was able to break that last tackle, he'd still be running and would be in the end zone just about now. But nice job, Sawyer.
Here comes all the seniors, Doc, because they just have to kneel it down now to win this thing.
Yep, good for them. Well, their excitement is contagious because this is just absolutely terrific. Just think about all the football those kids have played, going back to midgets, for crying out loud. You know, how many plays, how many minutes of practice. Just absolutely terrific. Bryce Hinsdale's beside himself with joy. This is just really good stuff.
Absolutely great to see. 49, 48. They'll take the knee with 47. They'll have to do it one more time. And we are, very close here to being able to say it's official. The CSP Wolfpack is about to be crowned state champions once more.
And to Burke Catholic's credit, they're not using their last 2 timeouts, which just would have prolonged the obvious. But, CSP, New York State 2024 Class D state champions, they got a ring. Just like brother Garrett has 2 rings, brother Bryce has 1, along with all the other Wolfpack, and excitement reigns supreme on that Wolfpack sideline. Those kids and the fans are just so happy.
The clock has officially expired. The CSP Wolfpack are the Class D state champions.
And to the credit of both schools, it did not get chippy in the fourth quarter when was afraid that might happen. Credit to both teams, credit to both schools. But this was just utter Wolfpack domination throughout the whole playoffs. You think about Franklinville, Ellicottville, after a lackluster first quarter, we played 3 great quarters. Then we took on a terrific Avon team, had a fabulous record, and basically handled them with ease. Then we play Dolgeville, historic program, really nice season, handled them with ease. Burke Catholic, who would have thought we were going to come in with a 46-7 victory? I kind of thought we would. But congratulations to the entire CSP program. Well done. The school communities, the home communities, the players, the coaching staff. This is just as good as it gets for these kids at this point in time.
There has got to be no greater feeling than coming off of this handshake line, seeing your friends and your teammates and saying, we did it, guys. Unfinished business, check, we did it. The Wolfpack are your state champions. Absolutely incredible. Today's Crotty Chevrolet player of the game, Doc. How about every one of those seniors?
Yeah, absolutely. All 20 plus of them. Cannot disagree with that at all.
Absolutely incredible scene here as the Wolfpack continues their celebration. Now they'll bring everybody to the middle of the field for the trophy presentation. We're going to keep you here just a little bit longer. We won't stay for too long, but we want to watch a little bit of this trophy presentation with you and try and give you the sights and sounds of the Wolfpack being crowned state champions once more. Doc, the coaching staff joining the players on the field now, shaking hands with the coaching staff from Burke Catholic. It's tough for Burke, but this is one of those experiences that you never forget, even on the losing side, to be part of this game.
Yeah, for sure. And if this was their first state final, they're going to remember that they had a great season. They made it through the regionals, made it through the state semifinals, and the result was not what they were hoping for when they came today. But there is some consolation in knowing that you lost to a team that was just better than you were. We could play them 100 times and we would win 100 times. There's just no scenario that they could be competitive with us. Burke Catholic had a great season, but CSP had a better one.
My eyes drawn to the managers for the CSP side, Doc. We talked about what it was like for the Big Four when they were managers for the other older brothers and that team that won the back-to-back championships. These kids right here, 7th, 8th, 9th graders, having an opportunity to be managers on this squad and see what this feels like and be on the field as they get handed this trophy here in just a few minutes.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's just a great memory for them all. They're going to get shields. The shields are terrific. Will be a memento that lasts a lifetime. They'll get a gigantic plaque to put in the trophy case. I don't know. Does that go every 3 years? Do they rotate those around? I don't know how that happens. Now that we've got 3 3, maybe each school can get 1. But, this is just great stuff. Coach Harper congratulating, each player. He's walking the entire length. He's just as happy. I think there's
wiping away some emotions off his cheeks.
There's a tear or two there. Yeah, absolutely. Just no practice on Monday.
Well, basketball practice.
Yeah, right.
They're already late to that.
Right, no football. Hey, Panama's going to have 2 weeks off. All 3 schools, actually. They're going to put together what they can put together, but basketball is a great thing in all 3 schools, and the unique thing is that all these kids that are playing together as teammates in football are going to be playing against each other on the basketball court, so that's kind of an interesting side light, but certainly looking forward to that as well.
And it starts, like you said, Monday, but in the meantime, yes, this is one community now, right? The three communities are one when we do this, and that is what's made this co-op so successful, and that's what Coach Harper has been able to facilitate. And you got to give a lot of credit to Coach Bodemer and Coach Payne as well, because they brought their prospective communities into this and made that that unity happen as well. It's not just Coach Harper.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. The whole administrative structure from the administrators at the schools to the coaching staff to the school board members. There's Bryce Hinsdale coming out. There's Carter Brink and Alex Barmore and Colin Ryan. Boy, what a great moment for all those kids.
And they're all getting their, as you said, their badges or their medals, whatever they are, and they're getting those put around their neck. Burke got theirs first. Now CSP is getting theirs, and we're awaiting the actual, state championship plaque, as you said. The coaching staffs at both ends watching, and the fans all on their feet cheering the Wolfpack as they get their medals placed around their necks.
Yeah, a really nice crowd traveled the 4 hours up to the I call it the Carrier Dome, the JMA Dome, whatever. Hopefully we got a nice little respite for the drive on the way up was pretty good, but here's hoping that the drive home is just as easy.
It's a lot easier with a state championship in your back pocket.
Yep. With 3 feet of snow that you're chasing makes it a little bit of a challenge too, but well worth the trip and safe traveling for everybody on the way home.
Absolutely, and I'm going to hold out just a little bit longer till they get this and we get to hear the crowd go nuts, Doc, because we're getting pretty close to being through the roster now, getting their individual awards. Michael Spiesman's name just called, and he certainly earned his today.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And the Gomez kid, just really looking, this is the moment to savor in the time. Looking forward to next year, but this is just absolutely terrific. And what a testament to a fine group of seniors.
And such a big group. There's Mary getting hers. You mentioned Mary Fuller before. Great to see her out there getting it.
Absolutely.
She definitely deserves it. And Joel Skarzinski as well. So they've gotten through the whole roster now. So now we'll get to see the actual plaque handed out. And they're going to give out sportsmanship awards first, Doc. Nothing like holding this up here
there
just a little bit more.
That's all right. There's worse things.
And they're going to give the sportsmanship award to number 8, Liam Gralton for Burke Catholic. And now they're turning the table towards us. Dalton Rector getting the sportsmanship award for the Wolfpack.
Nice choice.
And
yeah, these kids all dyed their hair blonde.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, that's
game MVP. Carter Brink will get game MVP.
Yep, well deserved. Could have been any of a number of kids.
I think that interception sealed it for Carter.
Yep.
And now they'll call out the captains and head coach. Ty Harper will watch Burke Catholic receive their participation plaque.
The state finalist. You can always say that in 2024 you were the state finalist.
That's certainly, they made it here.
Yep.
And in the case of Clymer's first run, right? That was the case, right?
For sure.
Very proud just to be here.
Yep.
So.
Well, in 1999, and we had a good team. I mean, J.U. Kolkrick, a legit Div 1 guy, and Cambridge beat us 28-0. But we've had lots of good players and lots of good teams since then.
And now it'll be time for the actual championship plaque to be handed to the Wolfpack. The whole pack of seniors coming forward. And now they're going to hand them the plaque here. Coach Ty Harper stepping forward. I see Tate has the plaque. And the Wolfpack are crowned Class D champions, Doc.
Yeah, you just the state presents the coach with the playoff brackets, which is just you look at that and then son of a gun, you get to bring it home with your name as the last one on that bracket. Very, very cool.
I see a lot of you listeners still reveling in this victory with us. We're going to send you guys off to enjoy the rest of your Friday afternoon and evening. But do it with a smile on your face as the Wolfpack are Class D state champions. For Josh Hosier and Doc Deuink, thank you for joining us on the 98.9 Sports Stream.
Thanks for listening to this broadcast of CSP Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream at channel989.org. This broadcast is brought to you by the Corry Federal Credit Union, Lictus Oil and Propane, Meerhoffs Furniture and Appliance, Jim's Automotive, Flicks Heating and Plumbing and Air Conditioning, and Daniels Electric, Necker's General Store, the Cornerstone Restaurant, Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services, Sherman Country General Store, Triple E Manufacturing, Tina Dill's Real Estate Agent, Crotty Chevrolet, Utegg's Body Shop, Countertop Solutions, J. Edwards Insurance. Join us next time for all the action, channel989.org.